has been a shit day and I don't want him here. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And I will just say what he expected me to get off the live because he showed up because he wanted to talk to me. That's what he expected to have happen.
Rose wouldn't have answered the door for him.
I didn't move. He just walked in.
He just walked in.
Yeah.
Boundary needs to be set there. Can't keep doing that. He no longer has that privilege.
Nothing to feel bad for. We offer the redemptions, thank you. Yeah.
Sure was, Jezza?
Oh, I don't know.
So my ex can't do that.
Yeah, I might get up and do that. Yeah.
Because I'm afraid of people.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the thing. I've always had an open door policy with community and everyone. And like I've always got friends and people coming and going. Like it's not weird for me for my door to open for that. Like if my door opened right now and one of the kids from around the corner was walking in being like, oh, hey, I just wanted to, come and hang out. I'd be like, okay, whatever. No worries. The couch is there. Like, I like having that kind of a relationship with my neighbours and stuff.
She's protected by her God. She doesn't need locks.
Yes, I am. I'm protected by the Minotaur. I don't need locks. What are you talking about? Yes. Yeah, just not my ex, exactly. And I just think, honestly, right now of all times after we've had that I literally, I was in tears when he left here. I said to him, fuck off. I'm going live. I'm not supposed to be dealing with you today. Yeah, today. And so then he's thought about it. He feels bad about the way he behaved, and because he threatens to take 50% custody of the kids because he can't afford to pay child support if I dare to tell them that I have 100% custody of the kids and that he needs to pay me child support. So we have this argument that stems from his lack of financial and fiscal responsibility, and it ends with me saying, get the fuck out of my house. Like, I'm upset. I don't want to do this anymore, and I shouldn't have to. And then he comes back 2 hours later with flowers thinking that I'm going to stop my plans for the afternoon to sit down and have a chat with him about his shit fuckery, his stupid behaviour. Like, no, yeah, he also just now said your daughter. I know.
Still parked in the driveway watching this, waiting for his moment to come back in.
Probably.
Go lock that door.
No, I'm not gonna fucking lock the door. Just tell him if he keeps coming in, I'll call the magistrate and tell her that she needs to strengthen the conduct agreement because he keeps just walking the fuck in. I'm not gonna change my behaviour. He has to change his. Fuck him. Fuck off. I'm being an obstinate bitch right now. Oh, I finally got my internet working again anyway. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. It's still coming and going and coming and going. Yep.
The flowers were for you.
Hey?
The flowers were for you.
Yeah, the flowers were for me. Yep. The flowers were for me. Yeah, and he's left them there on the kids' craft table for me to deal with later. So I'll do that, I guess. I don't know.
Past the screen once so we can all have a look at him.
Have you never seen him?
I've never seen him. You should put a green screen picture of him up on the screen for us all to see. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, we're gonna see the pièce de résistance here, everybody.
Hang on. I don't even know if I know how to do that. Let me see. More.
I don't even know how to do it. I think it's the 3 dots, isn't it?
Settings. Don't know if I can tell. I don't know if I can work it out. Oh, yeah, there it is, effects. Oh, look at press and hold on effects to preview. Oh, look at this. I've only been on this app for 2 years and I've finally worked out how to do green screen on a live. We're doing a green screen, and I'm gonna find a picture. Let me see now. I've got to go find the picture though. All right, let me go find the picture.
Nowhere affects you, though. That's hell. Oh, there it is. There it is.
See, you had to find it too. Here we go. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out if I send you the worst picture to give a really bad impression of him, or the best picture so it doesn't look like I've just spent the last 13 years married to a bozo who can't even dress properly.
People are the worst. Everyone wants the worst ones.
The worst ones? Well, that's an average, middle of the range one that I went with to start. That's the X.
Oh
Wow,
wow.
what?
I, someone literally went, lock your door.
That is not at all what I was expecting. Really?
Someone also, the cat looks wonderful. Someone also wrote, that's the average one.
That's the average one. That's the average one. Okay. Now I'm really glad I didn't show the not so great one. This is the one I was thinking about.
Definitely punched.
Hey?
He was definitely punched.
No way. Okay, no way. He would definitely disagree with you. Let me show you the other one I was going to send when I was thinking about being mean.
Everyone on... This comment seems too much.
What? I wish I could see your comment section now.
He follows the words. Stop being mean. Stop being mean.
They're being mean to him.
Yeah, well, look, he was definitely punched. He was definitely...
Oh my god, my comment section though. Amy, baby, I mean this. Honestly, how's your self-esteem that bad you can't see that he's punching?
I'm going to call Taylor in here. Let's see. No, put that photo back up. Put that photo back up.
No, this feels mean. I have to.
I'm pretty sure with the shipping...
Okay, I was going to say, get Taylor. I'll put it up so Taylor can see that it's coming down, okay? Okay? Do you want the average one or the other one?
Let's go the average one of what her dad looks like.
Okay. He's balding. He has to comb it forward to cover his receding hairline. It's all combed forward.
We can tell.
Oh!
And the fact that there's a light just above him wouldn't be helping him because it's shining into the...
Okay, but come on, when you're comparing it to the this is how he photographs otherwise though. Like, what am I supposed to do when this is my other option for photography from this person? Like
I bet he's got a great personality. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. She's definitely hotter than him.
oh Okay.
What was the whole point of that exercise? Just to prove that you're hotter.
You're just being nice because I've been crying. Come off of it. Like.
No way. Was I being nice because you were crying? That's just facts, baby. It's just facts.
Whatever.
It's just everyone in my comment section. Is she hotter than her baby daddy? Trixie said don't take flowers from him. Actually, Trixie also said yes. Lady said yes. Trixie said yes. Clee said yes. Rose a million times better.
You guys are doing great things for my self-esteem. So great for my self-esteem. Yes. Oh my God, Rach, I 100% would cover my drink around that man.
They're all in agreement too. The flowers are gonna go.
Uh,
You might don't spell them because we don't know what they're laced with.
hey,
No kidding.
someone tried to assassinate Queen Elizabeth that way. The first with some poison flowers. Can't be too careful. Can't be too careful.
Shame that it succeeded. No, that's terrible. Why would you say that?
Oh, she was the queen of colonization. I'm sure she didn't. I'm positive she didn't.
Someone wrote new fear unlocked.
New fear.
Flowers.
Sorry. I forget other people don't just like freak out about this stuff all the time or nonstop, in their head. Yeah, but Queenie deserved it. Yeah, I definitely don't deserve it, right, Kim? I definitely don't deserve it. Oh.
Someone wants to know, how did you meet him? How did you guys meet?
Through work. We worked together.
You what?
We worked together.
Doing what?
In travel. We were travel agents. Yeah, we worked in the travel industry.
Who asked who out? That was a good one though.
What?
Someone said she was an officer and he was a criminal.
Technically, no one ever really. Hey? No, nobody asked anybody out really. So I had a thing for him and I kept hovering around until, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's one of the reasons now I'm very, very hesitant whenever it comes to anything at all, because I'm just like, anyway, whatever. No, he doesn't. And the conduct agreement actually prevents him from following me or having any contact with me on social media. So if he did, he's not allowed to admit that he does. So I don't really have to even worry about it, because even if he is, he just has to sit there and wallow in it. Because if he admits that he has, well, he's breached the conduct agreement. So, yeah. Yeah, if I really wanted to.
I'm kind of like instigating it. Like, all these guys down here are instigating it. I'm not doing anything. It's my followers. I'm just repeating.
Yeah, you're just enjoying it. That's all. There's no.
Danielle brings up a good point. So he's not allowed to watch or engage with you on social media, but he's allowed to just walk in your house uninvited.
No, he's not.
And that's not a breach.
That's a breach of the conduct agreement.
Lucky I'm saving this recording.
Uh, I'm not like I've got cameras around the house, so they record anytime he comes and approaches the house anyway. So, yes, I.
If he really wanted to fucking start, if he wanted to, I got this.
And that's literally how the argument ended today. The argument ended today with me saying to him once again, "You keep acting as though, like, me." He wants to settle things and get separated, and I was like, "Yeah, but separating things and getting because he's just anyway. He's just he thinks the problem is okay. The real problem is he sits down and he talks to his mum. She's a cunt. No other word to describe the woman. I mean, I even feel like that's being too generous because she has nothing to offer, honestly. I feel like every time she gets in his ear, she starts telling him how bad he has it and how much better he deserves it and how he should have it better than this. And he's paying $200 a week for a house he doesn't even get to live in. And like, I'm sure she's in his ear constantly. So then he gets all riled up and he gets in his head about it. And he comes around here being all, I want what's mine. And I sit there and say to him, you've already gotten far and above and over what you deserve. If I was to actually get what was owing to me and what was mine, you would be in a fucking hole in the ground. So just grow the fuck up, take what you've got and get the fuck on with it. But yeah, every now and then he wants to try and push my buttons and yeah.
Few people have asked a picture of the mum, and I agree.
You want to see Suzette?
Can we see? Yes. Does everyone want to see what Suzette looks like?
I don't even know if I have a picture of good old Sue. I've got to be honest with you. I'm going to have to Google and see if I can find one.
Yep, they're all in agreement. They all want to see Suzette.
Oh, she's still got linked up. She's got her LinkedIn set up from when she was she was a manager at Red Cross, which she lost her job for time card fraud at Red Cross. Oh yeah, there's a picture of her on Pinterest. Interesting.
Is it interesting? I'll see myself out.
It's not. It's God. But I mean, honestly, her information is all so easily findable online. It's scary, and there's pictures of her. Like no one could Google me and find me this easily. But anywho.
Kylie, we're talking about baby daddy's mum.
Yeah. Because honestly, we got bored of talking about baby daddy. He's so boring. He's so boring.
I know. Well, this is all new to us. Like,
I know. And I do love laughing about it. I'm not like, you know, it's good fun.
yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's the most fun I've had on a live in a long time.
Someone set up a poll on my live. Tamara's baby daddy was punching well above his weight. Right? So far it's on 100% yes.
How do I set up the poll? Here we go. Quick poll. Let's do it.
Quick poll, tell me.
Right, now, where the fuck do I... Okay, let's start. Alright. Was tomorrow's baby daddy punching? Yes or no? Oh, for yes. Sad face. The emojis. I think that's how we fucking do it. Well, we got three.
Three so far.
Yeah. Three so far. We got zero for the other one, so that's all right. We got five. Six.
See, this is all I needed to make me feel better about this day, honestly. God, why was I even sad, really?
Eight. 9. It's climbing. We're getting there.
Going to Isaac's side of the void, be right back.
11. Basically, guys, if you just
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
And if you're able to marathon, come over here and vote as well.
and say, yeah. There's a much more kindly worded. No, it's not even kindly worded. I shouldn't say that. There's another one at poll worded here that's worded much more tactfully. Maybe I say tactfully. My stomach hurts. Okay.
What did they say?
Oh, pretty much the same thing, just with But I'm also hearing. I've got a few other comments on here. A quick question for you, Isaac. Have you ever Googled me by any chance? Have you ever Googled me by any chance?
Have I Googled you?
Yeah. No, the chat over here was just talking about it. They were just talking about when you Google people and what happens when you Google them. And then they were just saying, what does happen when you... Well, I'm Void Mummy. So they were saying, what does happen when you Google Void Mummy? And I'm like, you can't find me. I'm sure I have.
I have tried to find Tamara before, actually.
Have you?
Yes, you know this from
Oh,
on Instagram.
on Instagram, yeah.
Because I don't spend a lot of time. Like I spend time on TikTok to make videos. It's not like that's not where I'm
Yeah.
hanging around. Like if I had a wandering hole, it would be Instagram.
Yeah,
That's where I
right.
chat to people.
Right. Yeah.
And all that sort of shit. So I was like, oh, she seems really cool. We know each other through TikTok.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go chat with her over there.
And couldn't
Which is
find...
not on Instagram.
No. I don't
I couldn't
exist.
find her at all.
Yeah.
And I'm using good at finding people. Like I'm the fucking FBI, and I couldn't find her at all. So I just asked her
Yeah.
outright.
Yeah. But and I did let you have my personal Instagram. But yeah, you won't be able to find me, guys. Like I am very difficult because I googled my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, and found her. Hey.
I said if any of you guys want her personal Instagram to find her, just DM me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send it your way. No stress. Yeah. Got her phone number. You can have that too. No stress.
They are screaming over here for Suzanne.
Oh really? Okay.
They're like, I think he's just mad because the shop shut down. Pick a mum, by the way. Show us a mum. Don't forget about Suzanne.
Okay, no, I won't forget about Suzette. I just, I'm going to try and find a photo of her. A more recent photo of her. The thing is, I went mad angry and deleted everything. Oh, there'll probably be a picture of her with the kids though, because I probably didn't delete those. I did go on a little bit of a rant and just wanted to get rid of any proof of these people ever being a part of my life. But actually, I just remembered, yeah, we are waiting for a Suzette too. Okay, boy mum. She is a boy mum. She is a boy mum. She is definitely a boy mum. There's no two words about it. Maybe I'll show you a picture of what he looked like when I first met him, just so everyone doesn't think I have terrible taste in men.
The next summit is actually coming up very soon. I think it's about a month away. Very, very soon. Or back in a couple of weeks, eh?
Yeah.
Tay Thomas, love his blind girlfriend. We get it.
Okay. I'm clicking on
Things you do when you're horny, apparently. No, kidding.
no, I was in a cult. Pretty much. That was it. I was in a cult. I wasn't allowed to have sex. I was horny. You know, it is what it is.
I saw a meme the other day. Like, what would you do? What would you do if you like won the lottery? It's like I'd go rub one out.
Yeah.
And then I'd have clarity.
Yeah. first thing I'm doing is I'm going and having a wank because I need to make sure I'm making the right decisions. Yes. Oh. I've got a picture. I got a picture of her here.
Think I miss my ex.
No.
Minutes later. No, I don't.
No, I don't. I'm going to edit the photo because I've got to edit the kids out of it because I deleted all the photos that don't have her in it. So I just have to delete. I'm just going to edit the kids out of it and then I will show you the photo. Okay. Here we go. Send, copy, and paste. Sorry.
This suspense is fucking killing me. I really can't wait for this.
It's not going to be that interesting. She's just an old lady. She's just an old lady. She's just an old lady with an awful heart. She's got a desire. Go OT Tam, yes. Oh, now he's sending me. Ooh. Here it comes.
Look, if they, not in the next couple of seasons at least.
So what are you doing? That's what I was...
From what I hear in the background talk, it is so it cost a lot of money to actually create the show. Our season cost millions and millions of dollars, like with
Shit.
permit, like hike where we did do all the things.
Yeah.
And then they set in a budget for season 2, and apparently they went fucking way over budget. So
Shit, so they might not be doing another one.
well, there's a season 2 that's just come out, but
Yeah.
if they go part of that, like season 2 nearly didn't even come to fruition, but then apparently also America and the UK picked up a version of it.
Ah, so they're making a bit of extra money on those markets.
Thanks, Ash. Also, Michelle Porter said she's thinking of the old witch from Snow White. I assume you mean the Disney version. If so, that's all I've got in my head now.
I've got someone's asked me the question, does she have a beard? No, she doesn't. But if she did, that would be okay. It's okay for women to have facial hair.
Does she have those like old woman whiskers that grow out of her? Like,
Yes.
what is that? Old aunties that-
Yes.
And you like you just want to walk up to them and pluck them out?
Oh, yes. And sometimes they, yep. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Effects. Hang on. I gotta remember how to do this now. Effects. How did I do the effects? I hate bringing the camera this close to my face too. I don't like being able to see myself. Effects. Enhance. What's going on?
Oh, it's frozen.
It has.
Of course it would fucking freeze just before the reveal. Just about to find what this whole gamut all looks like. And the internet's fucked up.
Okay, I might have to.
There, she's back. Here,
I
I was just saying, like, what's that would fucking happen? Just as you're about to reveal, the internet stops working.
yeah. Finally get there. We finally get there. It is not working the best. It is not working the best. I think I have it up on my computer screen. I'm going to try and I just don't want, I'm very big on not having my kids be on the internet, that's all. So I'm just really trying to make sure you don't see them. There's no children in photos. You can't see my kids anywhere. I don't even have my kids as my desktop picture on my computer in case I do a screen share and people see my desktop background and my kids are on there. So, any hoozle. Let's turn the, let's...
My followers said that they're like ripping their hair out now.
Sorry.
They said they're tired of you hedging them.
Oh.
Oh, she froze it again. This is killing me.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, sorry. That's what I was trying to avoid having happen. Hang on. That's what I was trying to avoid having happen. Sorry. Kids on full screen. God!
Someone, they're like, this is all clickbait.
No, this is all like useless. This is all people pretending to be content creators who have no fucking clue what they're doing in reality. That's what it is.
Suspense is killing my insides.
All right.
Everyone's just like, no one saw the kids anyways.
Okay.
You might beat us. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Here come the men in black.
Hashtag mum life.
Oh, here he goes.
It's very annoying. You're having a great time over there.
Everyone's just like kids? What kids?
Those fucking kids! They can't get to stop coming on the screen.
I'm trying to cover my camera, but that's not going to do.
I covered my camera too, and I'm like, that's the opposite of what I need to do. Like,
Oh, fuck. Helen Kimberly.
sorry.
This is a wild ride. This is the wildest ride I've ever been on. Like, I feel like I'm being gaslit into seeing what Suzette actually looks like. Like, and she's going to turn around, she's going to be like, what do you mean? I already said Suzette. Okay, someone is cancelled from green screen.
Okay. I just did it, and you know what happened?
You're being banned from green screening after this.
I believe that. My mods are so mean to me. They're like, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore. You suck. No, joking. They're not like that. They're just they're very good at making sure I don't embarrass myself, which means stopping me from doing things like this. I actually was literally about to do it, and I checked it before I did it, and her head was cut off. And I was like, if I dare put that through, they're going to be like, you're definitely gaslighting us about this now. So I had to edit the photo again.
From what I could judge from that small snippet just then, was she lacked a chin?
Yes.
Oh, she's gone.
No, chin definitely lacking.
She's lacking a chin with a one.
Yeah.
Like, it just... That's exactly... She looks exactly like what I thought she looked like.
Yeah, she does have a bit of a witchy vibe. But, I mean, honestly, and this is the thing, this is the woman who made, like, she tried to get the kids taken off me. She tried to get, like, she just was an absolute, you know... I'm not usually big on mocking people based on their appearance, but I'll make an exception for that one person.
It used to be the witch from...
Yeah.
He's all terrible. Terrible.
Based off that pic, yeah.
I would follow back whoever drops the funniest line about... Whoever tells me like the funniest rag on that woman, you get the follow back from me.
Yeah. Ew, she was sad when he met you. Yep. She cried.
Tomorrow laugh.
She was, honestly, yeah, she was the worst. She, honestly, from the moment that I met her, she was just awful to me. And like I said, on our wedding day, she asked me to step out of the photo so she could get some photos with just her and her kids. Like, never in my life have I ever heard of a bride not being in any of the wedding. Like, never in my life have I heard about there being like, okay, let's get a photo now that just, like, let's not include. And, like, I didn't have any of my family at the wedding. His family were the only ones at our wedding. So it was like,
You just wanted a photo of.
can you just hop out of the photos as the bride so I can have a photo with me and my kids? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you he was breastfed till he was like 10.
Probably. I do wish that I had taken her dislike of me as a big red flag and like run for the hills right then and there. But otherwise, I wouldn't have my kids though. If I didn't, then I wouldn't have my kids. She didn't wear white. She didn't wear white.
Beige.
No, she wore black. And I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think anything of it until this point. Like I just never thought anything of it. Like I didn't. It honestly didn't faze me. I was like, she wore black. And it's only until right now I'm like, do you think she was trying to say something? There's so much of her behavior that was awful. I didn't have to go looking for stuff. You know what I mean? Well, we were sitting outside before my brother-in-law's wedding, before my ex's brother's wedding, like 2 nights before. We were sitting outside. Myself and my other sister-in-law were sitting outside, and she came out, didn't ask me, just addressed her and said, "Would you like any dessert?" And she said, "Oh no, thanks. You know, I'm trying to. Oh, you're trying to match me, are you? Trying to keep. She was saying, I'm trying to keep looking fit for the wedding." And my mother-in-law says to her, "Oh, you're far too good. You're the only one of us who's going to look any good in any of these wedding photos." And then turned around and left. And the only two of us, it was only her and I sitting out there. There was no one else sitting out there. It was just her and I. So my mother-in-law came out to offer her dessert and not me. She declined it. My mother-in-law told her, "You're such a good girl. You're the only one who's going to look any good in these wedding photos because you're, looking so trim and taking care of your weight." And then turned around and walked back inside. And I should show you a photo of what I looked like at the time because I was actually underweight. I was very stressed out. I had been very sick from pregnancy. I had an 18-month-old and I was only at 65 kilos. I had an 18-month-old and a 6-month-old and I was breastfeeding still and I was like 65 kilos.
I'm not sure what that means to you, but to me that would be great because that's white to me.
Well, I was going to say right now I'm 70 kilos and I'm back at a healthy weight, but I have just had to I have a hard time keeping weight on. So I lost 20 kilos over the last year that I've now managed to get back up to a healthy weight. So yeah, it's not good for me. It's not good. I shouldn't talk numbers. I know talking numbers is triggering for people when you talk about like issues with weight and whatever, but I'm at a healthy weight. I actually had a meeting with my doctor this morning and he was telling me I was doing great and everything's back on track and looking good. So, yep. Oh, you know what?
Smiley face if you think tomorrow looks fabulous.
Yeah, but on my page, not on Mr. Compton's page because he's battling with me right now. So you got to come over here and give me the. You got to go. Yeah.
And big smiley face if tomorrow looks fabulous.
You're a dag. You're an absolute duffer. Oh, you embarrass me. Make me go red in the face. It's a nice feeling, though, not to just go red in the face just from being annoyed all the time, though, I must say. It's nice for a change.
No more. You're not allowed to cry for the rest of the day. I mean, like if you want to cry.
Oh,
Cry.
no.
You get those tears out.
I don't think I'll be crying.
Cry later about that.
I don't think I'll be crying for the rest of the day. I think I got all the crying out of me. But when the whole thing kicked off this morning and I was going off at him and telling him to stop being such a shit cunt, he turns around and says, and I kept interrupting him and saying, "No, don't ask. And then he said, "You're going to let me finish what I'm saying?" I was like, "No, because I know what you're going to say, and I'm not interested in you trying to deflect blame for to try and say that I'm upset at something other than your behaviour, to try and deflect blame away from yourself and your actions." And he goes, "Okay, what was I going to say then?" And I said, "You were going to say, have you taken your meds?" And he started laughing and he was like, "Yeah, that is what I was going to say." I said, "Exactly, because you straight away, your thing is, this can't be because of me and what I've done. She's upset because of her reasons. I don't have any blame. I don't have any." And I know it's not meds because I'm able to self-regulate. I'm like, I'm not feeling completely overwhelmed. I'm not able to not do, I was still able to get ready and go to my appointment, the doctor's appointment. I'm not doing what I was doing 6 months ago, which is, hey?
Doesn't want to take accountability. So
No, exactly. And I'm sure it's because he feels guilty. He fucking should feel guilty. It's not my fault. What? Were you getting some...
Let's go over to Tamara's side. Fucking traitor. How dare you go over to Tamara's side?
What she said?
Come back and tell me to my face that you cheated on me.
Oh, it's okay. Plenty of my friends have been going over and saying hi to you.
Loyalty fucking lie, mate.
So many people. It's all right. I don't even mind. I'll cheat. I like my own. I don't give a shit. So many people. Mel also came from Isaac's live. Just stay here. It's better over here. We have fun here. Oh, thank you for the little rose tulip features. I appreciate that. Oh, buying me flowers, guys. Those.
Rose, you can't come in with the confetti now that the battle's over. When was the confetti like 25 seconds ago?
Yeah. It was over here. It was over here in my live. That's...
We're in the same club, women's club. Look.
Yeah.
Fuck you. See, you're not allowed to pull that card. You can't pull the woman's card on me because I've got no fucking response for it.
Oh.
I've got nothing to come back through.
You're like, yeah, you're right. I better jump over there and... No coming back from it. All hail the void.
We will send flowers that might not kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate you, Rose. It's all right. It's all good. She's allowed to have a win. We're going to give her all the wins and loves and likes and all that today.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take your pity. I'll take what I can get. I am not a proud woman. Oh, my foot is numb though. Oh. Yes, and I've been having so many moments like that, Juzzy, recently though, where I feel like I've been connecting dots like that. Like I've had so many times where I'm just like, yeah, suddenly this makes sense. Suddenly, like I didn't realize she looked lovely at the wedding. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, she was wearing black. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well we're going one more.
Oh no. Okay. Another one. Go again.
One time for the dreams on.
Oh yes. Oh, do you know what? I'll tell you a funny story. You'll appreciate this. So around these parts, the snake is a sacred creature. So we don't eat snake around here. The snake's sacred, so we don't eat snake around here. I was talking with a government department, and the receptionist at this government department had a pet snake. And I kept saying to him, you can't have your receptionist have a pet snake. Oh, you're not going to get, because they were saying that they couldn't get any of the clients to come into the office to have a meeting with them. And I said, yeah, she's got a snake in a cage. Like you're not going to get anyone, interacting with her. She's got a snake in a cage. Like, we got a story in this, like, literally up the road. There's a hill up the road that got its formation because a man had to club his own wife for eating a snake. Like, that's the level of respect that they have for the snake around here. And you got a woman on your front desk who's got a snake trapped in a glass jar, and you're going, why won't any mob come in and talk to us? Anyway, when she got rid of the snake, sure enough, mob came in, and the first thing one of the aunties said to her is, well, yeah, you made yourself right with the ancestors, didn't you? You let that poor creature go, so you made yourself right with the ancestors so we could come in and talk to you now. And I was like, told you. I told you. No one believed me. I told you. But they just don't put any... They don't put any stock in it. They don't put any stock in respecting other, cultures and stuff. It's important. It's still, people think that it's about the past, but it's still important. It's still a part of our culture today. Of course, I know you know. I do this with Auntie Belle all the time too. I get on here while she's been teaching about basket weaving or something, and I go, this is why this stuff's so important, and she's sitting there like, yes. Yes. Were we together long? 13 years. 13 years.
How old are you? Sorry, it's rude to ask. Actually, I feel like you're young enough. I feel like you're young enough that it's not rude, and old enough that you don't really care.
I don't care at all, but I really do. Now I want to know. Now I want to know how old you think I am.
Oh, it just went quiet. I didn't even hear you.
Oh.
How old are you?
I said, I don't mind. I don't have any issue saying how old I am or anything, but now I really need to know how old you are. How old you think I am, sorry. How old you think I am.
34.
Close. There you go.
32.
Do you know what? I really like that I said close and you went the opposite direction to the way you should have gone.
Oh, 36.
Yeah, 36. 36.
You're a baby. Michelle's having like 36. Someone said 28.
Yeah, I get 28 a lot. I don't know why. I get 28 a lot. I feel like I haven't aged a day since I was 28. That's when I gave birth to my son. I've been frozen in time since then. Yeah. I'm 43 and I think, yeah, you just kind of forget to keep track of it after a while, don't you? It's like it doesn't really matter that much. Guys, Isaac's battling us and we're losing. You realise that? Like terribly. Terribly. Baby faces. Yeah, I got those good genes, those good baby face genes. My poor kids are gonna have to deal with it their whole lives too, because they got it on both sides of the family. Their dad also does not look as old as he is, which is why the poor girl he had the affair with didn't realise that he was double her age. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she was 19. Yeah. 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 And do you know what the funniest part is? He's been having a go at me because he goes like,
This is another turn. I wasn't ready.
you weren't ready for that one. No.
God.
Okay. Well, he's a bit older than me. Not that much, but like he's a bit older. He's a few years older. And he's got this friend who's like... He's got this friend who's 19 who's been sniffing around and, keeps inviting me around for dinner and all that sort of stuff. Doing the whole trying to be like, I'm old enough and mature enough. You see, now I've got a crying face on my screen telling me I lost. Look at that. So sorry, sis, yeah. Yeah, and he's done it more than once too. That's... Whatevs. Enjoy your victory lap. Enjoy it while it lasts. Whatever. Yeah, Twitch has been messing with us hardcore today. I'm about ready to give up on the voting today. So this is everyone likes to see your winning dance. Is that the thing? I did get out of that relationship. You're right. That is a big win. That is a very big win. No worries, Amy. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you being here. I actually might check off in a sec as well because I'm starting to lose my voice. It's been I can't even tell how many hours it's been now because the internet just keeps cutting out. It's done it again. Has it done it again? I feel like it's done it again.
People,
Oh well.
someone there, Bruce. What did you ask, Bruce? I was too busy. Oh, she's 36. Doesn't look a day over 28.
Smart call. Smart call.
People are also like, you need to make like this into a movie.
But I said it before. If I tried to do it,
If not a movie, a really interesting podcast series.
if I tried to, people would think I was making it up. People would think it like literally. I come out with this shit like just then with you when I was like, yeah, and turns out because I pointed out to him this guy that he's friends with has been and I said to him how weird because I said to him it makes me really uncomfortable because this guy's 19, and he said to me well he's an adult, and I said no, he's a teenager. I know legally he's an adult because we've decided there's an age where we're going to decide you're an adult and you have to just get on with shit now. But this is a child. This is a child person we're talking about. Like, this is someone who needs to be, like, assisted through life, not pounced on by some fucking over-the-hill mid-30s woman who's like...
Sorry, one second. There's someone that's coming to this midway. So, basically, the recap of the story is that Samara's baby daddy had an affair with this person who was half his age.
Yeah.
And Tamara found out on TikTok Live.
On our wedding anniversary.
On their wedding anniversary. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
A year ago today. So we're back to celebrate. A year ago today.
Yeah. Hey, look at her. She's doing great. She looks amazing. she looks hot as fuck. She's doing fabulous. She's no longer with that foot with the receding hairline.
No, I'm not. You're far too kind. You're far too sweet. Oh, yeah, you keep missing out. Isaac, you keep missing out on the fact that I also got told I had to get tested for chlamydia, remember? Yeah, it was also that. That was the same day. Yeah.
Why do I always miss
The chlamydia, yeah. The chlamydia. How can you forget about the chlamydia? Like, honestly, and when it all happened as well, everyone kept saying, and you can't forget about the chlamydia because that's the funniest part about the whole thing was the chlamydia. Like, really, having to take the medication for the chlamydia. That was, your ex was with your best friend. That is horrendous. The irony for me is that when I walked into his work when I met her, and when we walked out, I turned to him and I said, "She is exactly your type." Just like he's just so predictable. He's so predictable.
Trixie, no, chlamydia is not clap. It's a common misconception, but chlamydia, the clap is actually gonorrhea. Don't ask me.
But I have neither, so we're good. Yeah, I have neither. She contacted me through TikTok. That's how she contacted me. She wanted to punish him. She was trying to punish him through work, and he didn't get into enough trouble for her liking through work. Didn't get into enough trouble for her liking through these other systems and stuff that she used. And so she contacted me to let me know to make sure he got punished for breaking up with her. It was ex-girlfriend breakup vindication type stuff. It wasn't, and if it had have been girl code, I feel terrible.
It's also something that a teenager would do.
Yeah.
Something with
Yep. Because before she
How do you know all about gonorrhea? Oh, look, mate, I just paid attention in fucking class. As we said when we talked about it.
by his pride, no.
We are old enough to know that those things all exist.
By his type, did you mean inappropriately young? I can show you a picture of her. She's on TikTok, but
Another 19-year-old.
no, he's not at the moment. At the moment, he's been hardcore focused on trying to get me back. Which is part of the reason I'm so frustrated because I know all of his like nice guy behavior stuff is just bullshit to try and absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way, thank you. No, I won't be. No, I don't want to embarrass the 19-year-old. I don't want to embarrass the 19-year-old on here. Yeah. Like the thing is about the 19-year-old too, before she this is why when people were like, people had a go at me for having a go at her when it all happened. But what people need to understand is that before she decided to tell me, because I think in her mind, she thought that there was a chance they could get back together. She was trying to punish him for attention up until that point. Before she told me, she started signing him up to all of the mailing lists in town, like, the Jackie E mailing list and the Veronica Mars main mailing list and the Good Life mailing list. She started signing his mobile number up to all of these mailing lists. So she did that to him first, like she was punishing him for breaking up with her. She wasn't interested in girl code, telling me, clearing it. Like it was purely about, and the reason she told me was at the point when she realized that she wasn't going to get him back. They weren't going to get back together. That he is actually the person that's when she told me. Yeah, it's not a hey girl texty.
That's kind of brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. I do love a bit of pettiness.
Oh, admire the pettiness. And the thing is, if the first message had been a hey girly message and she'd been like, just so you know, I'm now going to spend the next 6 weeks making this guy's life a living hell, but I wanted to let you know first, I would have been like, go off, go nuts. But it's just because I knew it was about exacting revenge. It wasn't about me. And if she had wanted to exact revenge on him with me, if she had told me her plan, I would have taken half of the stores in town. Like, girl, let's tag team this. Like, let's, you do half the town, I'll do the other half. We can have it done in one afternoon. But it was, anyway, that's it. That's the...
I have a little side story.
Side story, go on.
Little side story just reminded me of something. So a few years ago now, when I was just starting out my music career,
Yeah.
I think it was like second or third year, and I was also working at this bar at the time. Now we just had this hostile takeover, so
Right,
so
yep.
they just bought the pub outright, and they brought in a new manager and brought some new workers over. Now I didn't know these new workers, and there was this girl that worked there, and we got along really, really well. And after like maybe 3 weeks of shifts together, we went home and we
Yes.
had coitus.
Yes. Had some adult time. We had some, adult activities.
Laid down and tickled each other. So now, then I stopped working at the pub. I didn't pursue it any further and all that. I really wasn't interested in having a relationship with anyone at that time.
Yeah.
Just fun. 6 months roll into the future. Do you remember that? You know that page? What is it? Blokes Advice.
Yeah.
So I used to follow Blokes Advice back in its early days.
Yeah.
I'm talking like easily 10 years ago. screenshot of this post and sends it to me. And the post says, and it's a picture of me
Oh.
from this guy. It's a picture, it's actually my Facebook profile, and it said, don't trust this bloke if you, like, as far as you can throw him, and da 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 da. Oh, sorry, I missed a part out there.
I was.
So, after we just slept together, I used to play a local poker comp, and I went into poker on, like, say, the Monday or Tuesday, playing a hand, and the girl walks in, and I'm like, oh, hey, like, I was in the middle of the hand, so I just gave her, like, a little bit of it, like, acknowledge that she was there.
Yeah.
She walks to one of the other tables, hugs this guy, leans down over this other guy playing. She gets money from him, kisses him on the cheek, and then leaves. This is right. Then I confronted her at work, and I was like, do you have a partner? And she's like, I've got a husband and 2 kids. And that's why we stopped seeing each other.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we stopped seeing each other.
Right.
6 months later, my cousin sends me a screenshot of this post on Bloke's Advice. It's from him, and he's like, don't trust this guy. He's a homewrecker, writes this big spiel. I get tagged in it a bunch of times, and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, so long story short in that, I got kicked out of Bloke's Advice. Bloke's Advice has now blocked me, got me blocked. Oh no, this is
What?
It gets better. Stop there. He then goes onto all of the Facebook pages of all of the venues that I play at, and under every photo of me, writes the exact same thing. Like, Isaac's a fucking homewrecker and this and that and blah 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 blah.
Oh,
And, like,
fuck.
luckily for me, I'm friends with all the managers and all that. They nip it in the bud really quickly, block him, delete all the comments and all that. Doesn't stop there. I've got 6 siblings. He finds every single one of my siblings and sends it to them too. Call your brother's a homewrecker and this, that. Finds my mother and father and said, I can't remember the responses from all my family, but I do remember my sisters. I do remember my sisters in particular saying, it takes 2 to tango and blah, blah, blah. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Also, he's not the one who was in a committed relationship. He's not the one who was in a committed relationship. If you're not the one, you can't wreck the home if it wasn't your home. Like that.
And also, I was very unaware that she was married.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that. Anyways, so it doesn't stop there. Like, he messages my family. My family fucking just as funny as me and creative, so they just send a whole bunch of, like,
Yeah, good on him.
but then he did something which I think is fucking brilliant. Fucking, like, I couldn't even be mad. I just laughed and thought it was hilarious. So at the time, my phone number was public knowledge. It used to be on my Facebook page for my music.
Yeah.
You contact me, ring me, message me directly. Stupid, I know. But back then, social media wasn't really the thing what it is today.
Yeah. Yep.
I come home from the pub at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and my phone, I get a message on my phone, and it's just, it's a picture of it. It's just a big dirty dick on my phone, and I'm like, that's weird.
They've obviously got the wrong number.
Another message, it's a different dick. Then another dick comes through. Then another one.
So they just started spamming you dick pics.
He made an account up on a gay website, gay dating website, and put my number as the contact number.
Oh. It is.
Can't even be mad.
It is.
I can't even.
It is. It does make it a. I was gonna say it makes it a little bit better that he wasn't sending you pictures of people's penises who weren't aware their picture was being sent. Like, at least the people were consenting to having their pictures being sent. You know, that's the one good thing. You weren't consenting to receiving them.
On top of that, he took out two ads on Gumtree with one other as well. So he wrote this ad for a jet ski and sold it really cheaply.
Oh, you'd get inundated.
Another one was he advertised as a nightclub owner, and he was looking for backpackers to come work at this really busy bar. Obviously busiest clubs. It was like busiest clubs in Sydney. He said, but the only times you can contact me are between the hours of 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So I was getting all these fucking phone
Oh my God.
early hours of the morning. I'm like, motherfucker.
And you did fucking nothing. And this motherfucker's annoyed because I gave him a bit of cross-eyed when he walked into my house unannounced. What? Oh my God. You didn't even do anything. Oh my God. Angry people are just...
It's all sweet. I saw him me and my brother went out for dinner one night, and they were out for dinner.
Yeah.
They were out for dinner, and they looked like they just got there before us because they hadn't ordered yet. And where I sat was directly in line with him, so I just stared at him all night.
Yeah.
They left very quickly after they'd eaten their meals.
Yeah.
It was the last time I ever heard or saw from him.
Yeah.
But I
But...
also did hear that she left him for another guy.
Of course. Because they lash out and want to blame the other person, but it's got nothing to do with it. It's their relationship that's the issue. It's always... And this is the other thing why I've always sort of felt like cheating is something you can get past in a relationship too, because it's usually the symptom of another issue. Like there's usually something else going on, you know what I mean? Like you have to want to do that. You can't be with someone who cheats and just thinks it's fine to cheat and just keeps, I mean, if someone cheats and goes, I fucked up, can we work through this together? My response would be yes. Like that is something you can work through together. But if someone is going to have a year-long affair and lie about it and gaslight you about it, and you know what okay, can I tell you about his reaction when he was in New Zealand still when I found out, and he was away for 3 or 4 days still. He wasn't coming back. So he got back on the 27th of April, but he didn't make it back here until the 28th of April because we're not in, he had to drive hours to get to where we are. So I said, nah. Yeah, you know where we are. So I said to... I'm in the jungle. I counted our separation date from the date he landed back in the country because I'm like, nope, you're back in the country. We're separated from that date. That's it, done. But anyway, the 28th. So what happened though is from the date of the 24th, I asked him about it. He denied it, said it hadn't happened. The 25th, I read through the full transcript and I was like, no, this is real. This is really, really happening. The next day, he was still in denial phase. He flew out of New Zealand. I said to him, I need you to call me. I need you to call me now. I need to talk to you. And he's like, I can't really talk now. All of the family's around. And I said, I need to talk to you now. Get on the phone. Find a way to get on the phone. He was like, I'll call you when we get to Wellington before we get on the flight because he was packing up to leave to come back. Because that's the thing is it takes so long. He has to drive from where his parents live to Wellington, then fly from Wellington to either Melbourne or Auckland or somewhere, and then fly from there to Perth, and then drive from there to where we are. So it's it takes 2 full days of travel, just of travel. So I found out about this, and then he's in travel pretty much up until the 28th when he gets back here. And I said to him, I need you to call me. As soon as you get to Wellington, didn't call me. He boarded the plane. He got on the plane and I said to him, I sent him a text message and I said, okay, I get that it might have been difficult getting there with the family and the kids and everything, and it's your last day over there. You've got a 3-over stop hour. Yeah, he had the kids with him. Yeah, they went on a family holiday without me. They did that every year the whole time we were together. I wasn't invited to New Zealand, but he used to go and take the kids over, and I didn't have a holiday. I just didn't get a holiday. I was supposed to be, when he got back from New Zealand, I was supposed to be going with my friend to Thailand. And when I kicked him out, he took all the money out of all our accounts and buggered off with it. So I couldn't even go on my trip. So I never even got to go to Thailand on my trip that I was supposed to go on for him going to New Zealand last year. Yep. So then when he landed in, I said, you've got a 3-hour transit in Brisbane. Call me when you get to Brisbane. If you do not call me when you get to Brisbane, do not bother coming home. There is no point. Because even in fact, when he was in New Zealand, I said to him, don't bother getting on the plane. There's no point you getting on the plane until we've spoken about this, because you don't have a home to come back to at this point. Until we've had a chance to talk, there is no home for you to come back to. So you're better off staying in New Zealand with your parents. You're better off staying there with your mum where she can take care of you, honestly. Yes, he's from New Zealand. That's where he's from. He's from New Zealand.
So he's a Kiwi.
He's a Kiwi. He's a Kiwi, yes.
I get it now. It's the accent. That's what got you on the accent. I get it. I understand it. But it's the Maori and the New Zealander accent fucking gets me too.
Can't help it.
At the moment they say fish and chips, I'm fucking done. My knees just start doing the shake a leg.
Yeah, come on.
I get it.
Come over here and talk to me. Come over here and talk to me.
Someone said it's because he said chur, bro.
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, he didn't call when he got to Brisbane either. And at that point I was like, yeah. And I really did. I thought there was a way we could make our way through it. We could work our way through it, until he didn't bother calling me when he got to Brisbane. At that point it was like, nah, it's over. It's done. It's over. Because he kept lying and denying it and saying no. And I kept saying, you need to call me. And he kept saying it wasn't true and lying and saying, no. But I said, then you need to call me. And he didn't. And he put me off for 4 days. And that's the thing. At that point, when he got to the point of having and not that I didn't know it was true, but it was that I knew that he had no intention of actually ever doing anything to fix it. He was never going to do anything about it, changing his behavior. It was when he didn't call me in Brisbane. That was when I went, yep, it's over. It's definitely 100% over. And he was never, ever actually going to be willing to put the work in for this relationship. So, then he flew into Perth, and he'd been drinking on the plane, and he was all in tears. And I said to him, do not get in the car, do not drive, stay at my parents' house tonight, please. I haven't told them anything. They don't know anything. Please stay there the night. Do not drive back in that night. You've been drinking. It's pretty fucking horrendous. But he got in the car and he drove down, and he did a 5-hour drive in 3 hours while intoxicated with my 2 children in the car. Yeah.
If you're watching this live, mate, you're a fucking dickhead. You're watching this live.
Yeah. And this is the thing. This is why all this is coming up today. Is because through all of this, he still wants to turn around and say to me, "It's been a year." I'm okay.
Yeah, it's been a year. I know, it's been the greatest year.
Yeah, it's been it's starting to get much better, because it's starting to get a lot more. I'm starting to get a lot more control over it. I'm starting to feel a lot more. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more. I think I think that's the thing, is I know I'm ready for the next battle now. The next battle is going to be obviously fighting custody, because he keeps telling me it is. He keeps telling me every time I talk to him, he keeps going on about custody. So just get prepared for that one now.
The next battle is here.
Oh. This is the next battle. Well, I lost the last one, so you can't let me lose another one, guys. Come on, you'll get me crying again. Now, look at that. I already lost.
Don't fucking guilt trip me.
No guilt tripping? What are you talking about? That's what I've got.
Listen to it after all the lies.
My whole thing today is I am sad, make me feel better. That's my whole... You did. You were so sweet to do so as well. I feel bad for keeping you all this time. Thanks.
Kylie's just like, see you later, see you
Oh,
Traitors jump on over there. More traitors.
thanks, Francesca. Yeah, I am. I'm doing much better now. And all the traders are welcome here. All the traders. Oh, thanks, Arnie. You're all very, very sweet.
I don't want you back. Stay over there. The lot of
Ooh, look at you looking all suave. You got your mustachioed, yeah, look going.
so many of my favourites over contributing to
Well, that's why they're your favourites, though, because they're decent people who care about others. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Chloe. If anyone wants to join the void, like, honestly, this is pretty much all I do 3 days a week now, so feel free to come and not... Not for this, by the way, not because I'm hoping to get this out of there, but we have fun. We have fun here. And a lot of the time, it is just me on here gas bagging about whatever the fuck I feel like talking about. I was supposed to be talking about Palestine today.
I'm going to jump in and go live with tomorrow.
You're a sweetheart.
Same time next week. I'll be back next week.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. Week or on Wednesday, you'll find me and tomorrow going live.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I know. I literally, mine's been sitting here staring at me for the last hour and a half. Are you kidding me? I'm just like, oh. No, thanks, Arnie. I definitely do today. It's I did have a plan to get on here and talk about the issues in Palestine and what's been going on, because I'm a bit disappointed with how it almost feels like all the media had to do was keep. The more they talked about it, the more we had people on here talking about, hi, Kylie. Bye, Kylie. Yeah, absolutely too keen to talk about Anzac and Palestine, and that's the thing too. It's like during our ceremony, actually, the gentleman who married us made the point that it was Anzac Day and it was like Australia and New Zealand coming together, and our marriage was like Australia and New Zealand coming together, and hopefully it would prove to be. And I was like, why are you referencing a humanitarian tragedy in my... And when he said he was thinking about mentioning that in his wedding speech, I said, please don't. I don't really want mentions of war. I know it's on Anzac Eve, but I'd really not have mentions of war during my wedding ceremony. No, he still fucking did it. He still fucking did it.
Unless he was like prophesying what your marriage was going to be like.
Probably it would end in war. Oh... Thanks, Rangataki. Yeah. I'm not leaving you, Amy. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Remember remember the veterans by being anti-war. Remember the effects of war by realizing that the people who are coming here right now seeking aid from us because of the refugee crisis are coming because of the result of things like war that we continue to engage in. You know, remember that without Pine Gap, the facility that is operating out of Alice Springs, where I grew up, that is the reason that Israel is able to target their bombs so efficiently on the Palestinians, because of Pine Gap, a facility operating on stolen country, on stolen land. Like, yeah, this is what I was going to get on here today and talk about.
Oh, sorry. And then my big old got on here.
No. No, because all I could do was cry at first. I was like, I came...
Sorry to all tomorrow's regulars.
No, we're here for anything in the void. We are here for any and all. You should come on the Twitch, because on the Twitch we have so much fun. I should have you over on the Twitch. We have a little bot that... Okay, we need to get you a Twitch and a YouTube account. All right. And what we're going to do...
Everyone go follow me. It's Isaac.
Okay, excellent. So next time I go live, I'll send you the invite link. I'll send you a little...
This is my other housemate.
So your housemates all have real jobs. You sit at home talking to me all day. Hello, another gorgeous lady. Hello. Gosh almighty. joining us.
How's your morning?
It's been great now. Isaac's been cheering me up. It's my wedding anniversary. That's the anniversary of when I found out my husband was cheating on me with his 19-year-old co-worker. So, yeah. So Isaac's been cheering me up.
Who may or may have not given you chlamydia.
Who-
Leave the chlamydia out.
Who may or may not have given me chlamydia. Yeah. Yeah. But Isaac's been keeping me company and cheering me up, so it's been great. How was work?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Just
Just a
a day.
day.
Yeah, normal day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nothing rude happened. Just
We're all gonna, the girls are gonna take the dogs for a walk, and then we're
calming down. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. See you next time. We'll see you next time around. Isaac, hook me up. Introduce me to your friends, Isaac. Hey?
we're all currently involved.
Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. All the pretty ones are taken.
Not sure if it's still here, but I had a Bruce over here that was interested in dating you tomorrow.
Oh, hi, Bruce.
Yeah. I think he's from Sydney because he asked if you were from Sydney.
I'm not from Sydney. No, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. No.
Yeah, she's apparently in the jungle.
I'm in the jungle. If you,
Reception's like hell.
I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you in Perth. I'll meet you for a coffee in Perth. It's halfway between me and Sydney. You do a 5-hour flight, and I'll do a 5-hour drive, and we'll meet in the middle.
Well, halfway we would be in the Nullarbor beach in the desert.
Yeah.
Technically, the Adelaide's closer to
Hey, Cass.
Victoria border, so it's going to have to be the Nullarbor.
Yeah. Honestly, we could probably. Adelaide probably wouldn't be a bad meeting spot. Radelaide. Good old Radelaide.
Look, I've got nothing against Adelaide. But, I've used this one before, but the slogan, you know, all cities have like a slogan, like "Welcome to Sydney,
Yeah.
home of the whatever." Or,
Yeah.
like the slogan of Adelaide should be like "Welcome to Adelaide, nothing doing."
No, that's Perth. We've already got that one. You have to come up with a different one for Adelaide. Perth is the way to, like, Western Australia's the wait a while state. If anyone gets the title of being most boring city, it's Perth. I'm sorry, you can't. Nobody else can claim that. We've already got it.
There's heaps doing it.
In Perth? What?
Adventure World. The beach.
I mean,
They've got the big Ferris wheel there now.
you got a big Ferris wheel there now. That's not bad. You're really scraping the barrel. Well, I mean, yeah, I spend a lot of time working in the nightlife of Northbridge, and I gotta say, it's not as pumping. Like, when you get off work, there's nowhere to go. Any other place you live in the world, there's more. There's more.
Rose said you could go to the airport to leave.
You could go to the airport to leave. That's a pretty popular destination. You will always meet a lot of traffic on the way out to the airport in Perth. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Freo has the wheel. It's not even in Perth. Where I live, we actually do have the best beaches, and so that's the thing. I can't ever. And when you live in Perth, it's an hour to get to the beach. Here, it's 5 minutes, and I've got 5 beaches to choose between.
It depends on where you live in Perth. Like if you live near Scarborough, you're sweet.
Oh, so if you're wealthy, you mean? If you're twiggy. Yeah. No, no doxing, but I do live near some of the best beaches in the country. And
I could attest that.
yeah.
I've been to those same beaches. I used to live where you
I know. You're a local boy. Your old school is right.
Try really hard to not like give away.
It's a dox it. Yeah, I know. I nearly dox myself all the time. All the time. It's terrible. I'm like, yeah, just go up the road to the lagoon. Hang on, wait, stop. Don't mention the name of the lagoon. Just, it's terrible. It's terrible being in such a lovely place and not being able to share it a lot too because you don't want to dox yourself.
Oh, look, everyone knows where I live. I live in Newcastle. Come find me, bitches. Come find me, but you can't find me. I literally advertise on my social media where I play every week. So
Yeah. So you're doing the music full time now?
I do music full time, but I've been doing that full time for the past 10 years. That's the thing too. Like everyone thinks that I've only just started music because, like people are discovering me on like
Yeah.
and Instagram. Like I've been doing this since I was like 24, like
Right.
solo. Before that, I was in bands. Like,
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years and years and years. But because people know me from my comedy and all that thing, they're like, oh, and he does music. Actually, I do music and I do comedy.
Yeah. Well, I knew you were doing music first, but I didn't realize you'd been doing it that long. Like that's what surprises me. Yeah.
Going on 12 years solo before that. Yeah, so it's
Wow. There you go. I know you're doing the comedy thing as well. How's that going?
I'm moving, like I'm starting to move out of music into public speaking.
Yeah.
Host events, like I did Yarban from Sydney, like did Yarban Festival at Sydney.
Yeah.
This year I just did Treaty Day Out that they do down in Victoria.
Yeah. Awesome.
How cool of a story is this, right? So, hosted all fucking day. It's like it went from like 1 o'clock till 10, like 11 o'clock. But I had to be there from like 11. Hosted, did all the things all day, and I was fine. Just before I had to announce Jessica Mowboy, my legs went to fucking water. Like just, and I'm like, why am I nervous?
Why suddenly?
Why am I like this? So I went out the back to go have a little bit of a, and she was backstage,
You got a bit starstruck, did you?
and I just went,
Yeah. Hello.
so I walked over with my phone. Fuck you, Gabo.
You did.
And said, look, I don't want to be this guy, but I'm gonna be that guy.
Of course you want to be that guy. Shoot your shot, mate. It's Jessica Mowboy.
And when she realised, because it was really dark backstage.
Yeah.
When it was really dark backstage, and when she like sort of looked and realised who it was, she went, "Oh my god, I fucking love you."
Ah!
Yeah. She had a full fangirl moment. So she was like,
So you got what you're telling us is you got Jessica Mowboy's number.
whenever I'm on the road and I miss home, she's like, I chuck on your like your videos and all that to make me feel better. I was like,
Oh.
it sounded like we had a fanboy and a fangirl moment.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so lovely to hear as well. Because it is like, honestly, finding your content was one of the reasons I stuck around on the app. I've never been much one for social media. But finding so many cool mob out here producing cool content, I was like, oh, like, I don't know, it didn't feel like there was much, like, even on Black Twitter, it was always the States and it was always hearing about what's going on in America, and you always get ignored as a paler skin mob by them anyway. That you don't count as one of them. So you kind of never, you always feel on the outside. Finding you and finding all the other mob on this app was so cool. Like it just, and honestly, like Belinda, Stephen, all these guys in the chat, I met all of them through your content. Cass, yep. We did. And now we're all good friends and we catch up all the fucking time.
Where you live?
No, just online. Like we do this 3 days a week. When I say do this, it's not just me sitting on here crying about my life. I have a couple of different shows that I do. So we have, hey?
Me, karaoke, Newcastle, let's go.
Karaoke? Am I invited?
I mean, if you want to come, sure. You'd have to fly to Newcastle, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bit broke for that.
Yeah.
I'll drive. I'll start driving. I'll get in the car. I got a good car. I'll get in the car and I'll start driving.
Well, I've done that trip, and from where you are too, and it's if you drive non-stop
Yeah.
out, go like just taking turns of driving, you'll get here in 48 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's non-stop. Fuck that.
So when we moved from Melbourne,
If you fly in a plane,
yeah,
3.5 to 5 hours, depending on if you get a jet stream.
Jetstream. But you think, I was going to say, but there's,
I caught last time I was in Perth, I caught a 747 that it was like a connecting flight that had just come back from Bali. And we jumped on that and caught a jet stream and we were in Sydney.
flying. In the chat, let's get tomorrow to Newcastle for karaoke.
Oh, sure. Everyone come.
Yeah.
Driving from, sure, let's say Perth.
Now I have to turn, you're making me jealous. I have to turn mine out the way. Weren't you just saying you had to go and walk your dogs though? Isn't that what you had to do now that your housemates were back?
If you want to suck on that thing there, I can go.
No.
Get on that.
No, it is just TikTok. If I do this on live, there's a chance that you're going to get hit with an account warning. And I just feel guilty about that because the last time I went live with someone, okay, I won't. I'm gonna chew off then. And if you do get an account warning, I'm sorry. Last time I went live with Rach, she lost access to live for 48 hours because of me. My bad behavior. Yeah.
We've been doing live for like 2 hours and I haven't actually done anything that I'm meant to do.
No, I was gonna say, and now the chat is honestly starting to try and sort out this Newcastle trip. So now I think we've got to go. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to plan a trip to Newcastle to come do karaoke.
Millie sets it up. One of my go-to song has always been My Girl by the Temptations, but I've been leaning more into I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Fucking banger.
Such a good karaoke song. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, girls' trip. The girls are all coming. We're all going on a karaoke trip to Newcastle.
I'll sort my housemates out. Em and Tay will definitely want to get in there.
Excellent. Let's do it.
All right, darling, you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much, Isaac. Honestly, thank you for joining me today. You've cheered me up so much. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I really do. Sorry, that's our little goodbye greeting. That's our little... It's I love you in sign language.
Everyone on that goodbye in sign language.
It's I love you in sign language. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to do the jiggle thing. That's just what we do. But yeah, I love you in sign language, and we do a little jiggle to be like, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Someone else in my who obviously know Auslands is like, yeah, that's I love you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, all my followers. Love you, all
Yeah.
Tamara's followers.
I love you too, Isaac. Thank you all Isaac's followers for cheering me up and coming over and saying hi. And of course, all my lovely voidists. I always love you guys. You guys are the best. And I'm still going to be on, my battery's just about to die as well. I'm still going to be on the Twitch, but yeah, I just don't want to be on, TikTok trying to have fun because it will block me and I don't need another block. And also the number one voidist, of course.
You go. All right. Love you all. I'll see you all next.
See you next time. Don't forget, we're here every Wednesday. We'll see you then. See ya. I'm gonna actually for the voidists, I am gonna log off TikTok because my phone's about to die. But I'm up on Twitch and YouTube still. Yeah, all hail our Lord and Saviour. Yes. So I'm gonna be over there. Oh, love you too, Isaac. Thank you so much again. Bye TikTok, your chat function sucks and you don't let us do the things that we want to on screen, so we're going over to the other platform. So thank you so much, and yes, thank you Voidus, and we'll be over in the fun zone for the rest of the day. I was going to say I'm hanging over because I'm waiting for you guys all to jump over. I can see we've got Juzzy back, we've got Kim back. It is so sucky over there. All right. Love you guys all so much. We'll see you next time. Peace. Here we go. Aww. Isaac's so sweet. That was a very, very sweet thing to do. That was like a way to... Yeah, now you can swear. And that's the thing. It is... It is hard to respond in that as well in the comments there. And the chat disappears so quickly, I can't keep track of the conversation. And when things get blocked, sometimes they get blocked and like TikTok will remove it before I get a chance to like unblock it and stuff if I haven't noticed it. TikTok's aware suppression is awful. Awful. Yeah, I'm not surprised it works at all. Yes, I honestly there was a very shit start to the day. It was a very shit start to the day. And he also has messaged me again and I have to respond to that and I don't want to have to respond to that. Like, I don't want to have to deal with him, but and that's the thing, I'm never not going to be able to deal with him. It's just bullshit. Just replying quickly. Anyway, he can root my boot. Yep, exactly. Deep breaths. No. Taking up your time and mental energy. Yeah, new coffee goal. Yeah, I am good. I just sent a response to him because he's just like, when he sent me a message just then, he was like, that was a bit uncalled for. And I said, like, when you left the house, I was in tears. Like, when you left, I was in tears. I did think that you would appreciate that what I needed was for you not to be around. Like, I didn't think I needed to spell that out. A bit uncalled for. Yeah, he said my response to him was a bit uncalled for. Oh. And And look, and I'm not going to lie, this is why I need you guys around, because I am way too forgiving. I know I'm way too forgiving, and I have to be it for the kids' sake. I have to be for the kids' sake. But I also need to remember that that anger is protecting me. That anger is there to protect me from being so forgiving that I end up just forgetting why I hate him so much and letting him move back in without really, like, without, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Remember it all. Yeah, and I am a bit of an elephant. I am. Get a tattoo to remind you. Good job. Yep. He is. Yeah. I've got 2 elephant tattoos, and I've always had it commented on that I've got the memory of an elephant. It's one of the reasons people mistake me for being smart. I'm not a really great original thinker. Like, as you'll see, most of the original ideas that people come up with in our community don't come from me. Even things that I've seen people do that I'm like, that's a great idea, we should definitely do that. Like, I'm good at recognizing great ideas, but I'm not an original thinker by any means, any shape or form. The reason people think of me as intelligent, and I think of intelligence more as being that creative thinking sort of thing. The reason people think of me intelligent is because I have a good memory, and I've got a very, very good memory. I remember a lot well. And so I remember facts, and I can recite them, and I can reason them through and shit, you know? Excuse me. Sorry, what? Oh, was I being too mean again? Come visit whenever you want, even just for a visit, honestly. It's the only way you'll ever have a healthy existence. Yeah, definitely. What was Sunday then? What do you mean, what was Sunday? What do you mean, what was Sunday? What happened Sunday? Oh, it was not an original idea. It was not. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm good at seeing good ideas and adapting them. Like, doing a celebratory 24-hour live stream is not a new idea. No, come on, guys. Come on. And this is the thing. Again, it isn't, I'm not being negative about myself in saying this. Like, I'm an intelligent human being. I know I'm an intelligent human being. And I am creative in other ways. Like, I am artistically creative. When it comes to where I could have been a game changer, a world changer, would have been in the fashion space, in the sewing space. Where I am an original thinker is around using fabrics and the way to use fabrics and manipulate fabrics and doing things in that space. Like, I'm constantly messing around with things, and that's where I can be. That's where my creativity comes out. In terms of like this sort of stuff, it's good memory and pattern recognition, and recognizing talents in others and being aware of those talents and being able to, which are skills, they are absolutely skills, don't get me wrong, but it's that I am recognizing in others. Has anyone seen the new season of Heartbreak High? I guess that's the thing. I was reading all the little bits and pieces of premise. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. National holiday for a cult. Excuse me. That's what Christmas is. It's literally a copy-pasted idea. That's a national holiday for a cult is what Christmas is. Oh. Okay, all right. I'm not trying to beat myself up, but I just feel like the new season of Heartbreak High, Chloe, who plays the autistic character whose name I can't remember. I can't remember the character's name, but Chloe is the actress's name. She's autistic, and she does a really great portrayal of it on screen. You see her standing there. She does a really great portrayal of what kind of things, you know, people look at you and go, oh, wow, that's incredible, that's amazing. And what you're doing is in fact pattern recognition and memory. That's what you're doing. And people recognize that as being something. Yeah, Chloe Hayden's character. Actually, maybe I'll get the scene up of that and I'll show you the scene of that quickly. The scene where she's looking for her friends, not to give away anything that happens, but there's obviously going to be an accident, something's going to happen. And there's a couple of scenes where Chloe kind of does the autism superpower thing, but in a quite a careful way. I do think it's quite a careful, considered way. I don't think, but it's about showing how the things about autism that make it difficult for us are also the things that make us, you know, skillful in other ways. Anyway, I just felt like it was a really good portrayal of what I'm sort of trying to talk about. Yes, show me. Okay. Come one, come all to the void. Come all ye voidists. Come to the void. All hail the void. Yeah. I do, when we separated the first time, because yes, I was a dickhead and I went back to him for seconds, because again, cheating is not the kind of thing I don't think that you can never work past. I just don't believe that people are incapable of change. Sorry, we're going to have a moment. We're going to have a moment. Oh, can I just say, do you guys know what happened? Have I gone on yet? I know I did earlier, but I think new people have joined us since I did go on. So now I have to go on again. After I get fucking detangled, bitch. Bitch! Chaos! Let it rain! Let it rain! Let it rain! Let chaos rule the day! Sorry. A moment for the void. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying my creativity comes out in other ways specifically, and I recognize the difference between being truly creative in an area like I do with my sewing versus what I do when I talk on this app, which is just linking together other people's ideas and recognizing patterns. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that people who do things like writing, for example, have a lot more original ideas and creativity in that creative work than someone who is an essay writer, who is summarizing other people's ideas for a work. Do you know what I mean? They're both doing the same thing, but one has a creative approach to it and one has an analytical approach to it. Tangled in the void, yes. Everyone else be doing it and calling it theirs, mate. You're not selling it. Hang on, I'm going to close the blind. I'm going to close the blind so that I can you can see me properly on here. Hang on a sec. Oh. Oh. And I'm going to have to run and pee quickly because I stood up and just realised that I haven't done that in over 3 hours at this point. So, BRB, don't go anywhere, please. I'll miss you if you go. we go. We're back. We're back. Now the camera got a little bit far away. We'll fix that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oops. See, we're still adjusting to the brand new setup that all of the wonderful... This is Voices in Discussion at its finest. Isn't it just, though? Isn't it just? This is what I love so much. And it's just the best place for all of our ADHD ravaged minds. All hail the void. All hail the motherfucking void. Go write me that PhD. By definition, I know what you're doing. And I call bullshit on the self-deprecation. Okay, fine. Okay. All right, fine, whatever. Oh my goodness, you and me having a smoke together is going to be lit. Absolutely it is, Amy. I feel like I have to do this with every single one of you at some point. Am I a bad influence? Guys, am I a bad influence? Am I a bad influence? That all my friends just want to get stoned with me. I feel like that says something about me. I don't know. Here we go. Oh, shit. Get off that thing. It's on my shoe. It's on my shoe again. And I feel like I keep moving, but it just keeps coming back. Okay, sorry. I got a bit emotive with the singing there. All right. I have accepted that everybody disagrees with me on this point. I've moved on. What have you done? Who? What? What happened? What happened? Who did what? What happened? Did I miss something? I missed something. I missed something. Let me go back. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, we support our quiet voiders here just as much as the louder ones. We do. Thank you to the lurkers. Absolutely. And we say we aren't a cult. We keep trying to tell people that we're not. I don't think that they're going to believe us much longer. Okay. Yes, and I enjoy that you're a bad influence. I was promised stonage and snuggles and bondage. Mine's totally legal and medical, so it's not an influence. It's treatment. That's fun. Yeah, so it's mine. I think so of us teetotallers might just want to go fishing on the beach. Yes, we do have to go to the beach. We have to go to our favourite beach that we talk about, that we dox and no doxing. We have to talk to our favourite beach. No, we're meant to be telling people that we're a cult. Oh, we do get more members that way. And also we get funding that way. And all of the tax benefits and write-offs. That's right. I forgot. There we go. Here we are. I hate it here. I don't hate it here. I love it here in the void, I must say. I love it here in the void. I think that's why this morning when he was getting too much and I was like, okay, I'm done. To signal to him that I was done, I walked away from the sink and I came over and I sat in my chair and got my stuff. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm setting up to go live. I'm like, I need my void. I need my void members. I need my cult. Tax write-off for faith. Yeah. You have to do down arrows for the screen on the screen chat. Down arrows? Are you guys not? Oh, you're not. You're on that side of me. Which, yeah, okay. And the camera's on that side, so I'm looking that way, which is why it looks like I'm looking at the chat, even though you're on the opposite side of the screen to me. I'm having a good time in my head. It's great. I can also maybe bring mushies. Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes, please. Hey, and you know what? If I can't go to Thailand, then I will absolutely go to I will absolutely go to wherever else. Wherever we go. Hang on. I just I feel like the color looks a lot better from this angle too, doesn't it? I feel like the lighting was the issue, not the camera quality. Sorry, what am I doing? You also need to 65 minutes. I vagued out. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had a bit of a dissociative moment, to be honest. I had a little bit of a dissociative moment just then. He does that to me. Whenever I have to deal with him, he does that to me. The difficult thing I'm thinking of, because at the moment I'm at that point where I do kind of feel to myself, like I honestly feel like I am, I don't know whether I would sort of, it's like with work. I'm kind of at that point where I'm contemplating the idea that I might be ready to perhaps think about maybe opening myself up to the idea of a relationship with somebody very tentatively. But then something like today happens and I'm like, I have to put so much, like this takes up so much emotional energy. It's not fair to bring anyone else into the situation. Like there is no one out there you're going to meet who is going to be like, yes, sign me up for that. I'll take a difficult divorce with 2 traumatized children, please, you know. The live chat runs the other way to our chat. What does that mean? Does Twitch allow you to add other streamers? This StreamYard does, yes. StreamYard allows me to invite someone on to stream with me and have it also streamed to their destination on Twitch or YouTube or wherever, or both. So if anyone has that's why I keep saying to people, come on with me, because if you've got a social media account and you want to get some promotion in, you can come on here with me and you can also stream it through your account. So, you know. Anyway, just an idea. It's a miracle. You also need to say something. Also, did you see the extras I did? I haven't yet. No, I haven't. As you can imagine, today's been a really hard day. I haven't really been doing much. Is that him stealing more times and energy? Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. I live in beef country. I have a cow turd in my yard. I wouldn't mind having a no rules chat live. Well, isn't that... What do you mean? A no rules chat live? Oh, as in come into the box and have a live chat? Yeah. So if you join the Discord, I didn't do it today, did I? I didn't do it today. Shit. I usually post the link in the Discord for when I'm going live as an invite link for anyone who might want to come on and chat. because we are a community around here, and that is what we're about, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's what we're about anyway. Sorry, my the StreamYard link, let me get it. Copy, invite, copy and take it to the Discord. I can't believe I forgot today. Oh, do you know why though? Because pretty early on in the piece, I started crying. And and then I was on with Isaac, and he was keeping me company, which was fun. And he did cheer me up quite a lot, actually. I must say, I'm quite grateful that he took the time to do that, because that was obviously a couple of hours out of his day. He did not need to spend doing that, did he? So, and I've moved this. Yeah, no idea why you'd forget. Oopsie doopsie. Just, highly emotional today. And it's just and that's the thing. I was so not ready for it to be a highly emotional day. You know what I mean? I know that sounds a bit like dead inside of me, but I was just really not ready for it to be a particularly highly emotional day. It really wasn't. I feel like that's good enough. Oh, I'm going to have to put my headphones back in one sec. Yes, so weird for today of all days.
Hello.
Hang on a sec. The Honourable Twat.
Yeah, twat's a good one.
Hang on a sec. I gotta figure
Or maybe stop yelling. I might have been yelling.
Were you yelling, were you?
I probably was.
I'm going to delete that. I'm going to add...
I'm still loud.
Hey?
I know, I'm just being told that I'm loud.
Oh. Am I quiet again, am I? It might be because I took the headphones out. Let me get my headphones back in. And don't feel like, guys, there's not plenty of
Wait, it says
room.
I'm in the show. Everyone can hear and see me.
Yep.
Hi.
Oh, shit. Testicles. That's fucking loud.
But I wasn't.
Hang
The
on.
mix is a little off. Let me have a look about the audio settings and see what I've got. Oh, I've turned... How's that, guys? Is that better?
You're louder.
Tam thinking she needs to quiet herself. It's because I'm too low specifically, is it?
Yeah, I've got my own.
Yeah, let me put the headphones back in. I think the computer is doing that to try and compensate for the fact that I don't have my headphones in. I took them out earlier. So I think it's doing that thing where it sort of automatically tries to mix the sound for me. Oh! I hate it here. Hello.
Is this better for everybody?
How's that? I need to talk more. I need to remember to talk more. I've just got that song stuck in my head, and all I keep singing is, I hate it here. Okay, that's better. That fucking computer. Well, it's not that it's the computer's fault, to be fair. It's that I needed to compensate for the fact that I had other people talking. And I just, the problem is the user error in this case, obviously, because as soon as I put the headphones in, it worked fine. So singing better than JoJo. Singing better than JoJo. Everyone should sing in public. Because if JoJo's can sing in public, then so can we all. That's why I love JoJo. Oh, the feedback. Was that feedbacking, was it? Sorry. Sorry.
Hello.
Okay, Kim, what are you on about now? Where did Tim go?
I don't know, but yeah, Alex Dimitriadis was in the original Heartbreak Kid, which Heartbreak High was based on. The Heartbreak High TV series was great.
Oh, yes. And sent me on a rabbit hole. Oh, you did what to Heartbreak High? I mentioned it. Because Chloe Hayden's character has a really great arc through the series where they're trying to just demonstrate to their friends what it's like for them. And they're trying to point out how much they have to try just for their friends to like them, basically. Tism is the best band. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate you guys too.
Mentioned fucking it more specifically, yes. But I love it. I love the way I don't love the way they kind of made it look like a superpower. They kind of did that. They fell into that trap of making it look like a superpower. But to me, it did feel more like pattern recognition, and it was just about the way they portrayed it. Like it was the way they did some of the cuts and that's what I was going to show you guys actually, and then I forgot about it. See, let me go in YouTube and find what I was talking about.
Just in your hand. She's on a lot of everything.
I'm on a live.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hi.
Sorry. My daughter has friends over. You want to say hello?
Hi. Do you know what? I can probably
Hi.
edit your sorry, just let me make you guys a bit bigger so we can actually see you.
No,
Here
it's
we
my
go,
camera. It's my camera.
No, it's not. Here you go. I made the screen. There we go. Hi.
That's Nathan. That's Nathan, and that's Hudson.
No, man.
Don't do
Say
that.
hi to the boys, guys. The Beldrin. Hi, children
right.
of the Bell.
Okay. All right. The Beldrin.
The Beldrin. Yes. See you, love. Aww. The little meals. Every time I say it in front of other people, I feel embarrassed for her, though. Like, maybe I shouldn't say that in front of others. I don't know if she would appreciate me calling her meals in front of the boys.
I call her Meals. It's either Amelia or Mills. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Update layout. Sorry. Again. Hi, call me Daddy. Again. She'll love it. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Kim, Emery, and I were on a chat the other night, and Kim and I were
Yes.
voice chatting, and I said something about Daddy, Emery being Daddy, and Amelia was like, "What, Mum?" losing her shit. And I was trying to explain it to Amelia, but I had my mic on, and I heard a giggle. I may have heard a giggle because someone may have forgotten to turn their mic off, and I believe that was like one of the happiest moments of my life.
Emery doesn't giggle, he chuckles. Daddy guffaws. And the thing is, I've got this magic. So the voidus, for everyone who doesn't know, I know I've gushed about it a little bit, but the happier I'm feeling, the more I feel like gushing about it. The void camera, I don't know if you can tell how much better the quality is. Can everyone tell how much better the quality is?
Yeah.
But also because it attaches separately, I've put it on an arm, and I wish actually I can attach my phone as another camera, and I can show you how I've got it set up. Hang on a second. Here we go. Don't you fucking love the fact that I'm this good at this now? Like, come on.
Well, you're killing it. You're killing it.
Killing it.
Well,
It's impressive.
Hey?
It's an invest. Oh, sorry, Tim.
I was gonna say it's impressive. You're growing.
Just figuring it out quickly.
It's a
on
worthy
the
investment. It's a worthy investment because we all want to see you succeed. And, you know, with the
Aw.
shit cunt day you've had today, I'm glad that you've had that little joy on the day before.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole reason I wanted to do this with you guys today is because it you know, it does sort of feel, I don't know, it
Look, you knew it was going to be a shit day, so you prepared yourself for it by having a live stream.
Well,
I get it.
always
Don't worry.
have a
That's
live
that's
stream.
why we're all here.
I always have a live stream on a Wednesday. It was more that now why is this not connecting? Silly thing. Oh, it's because I haven't plugged it in. That's why. It was more that I was prepared to come on and do the live stream. It was more I wasn't prepared for how emotional I got or how lovely everyone was going to be. But it has been worth doing, that's for sure. I'm very glad that I stuck it out and did it. But I have to go get the cord to attach my phone because I have to show. What was I showing you again?
Your setup.
You set up.
Oh, that's right, my setup.
Wait, we can do whatever we want on this stream, yeah?
Yeah, this is not TikTok.
Oh, sweet. No, I just have a bait.
Yeah. That's it. Tomorrow. Go.
No, you keep going.
Oh no, she has her bongs on screen as well, but she tries to do off screen.
Yeah.
But then when she's dual streaming on TikTok as well, she forgets and leans in front of the TikTok camera.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I get banned way too much. I was flipping the camera up, but then I kept forgetting to flip it back down again, so people were just staring at my ceiling for hours. Okay.
That rules. You're all trained actors.
So, what's going? No, I did the wrong camera. Because okay, so that's the one I need. Copy that. Copy that. Paste it. Because I didn't have the filter for it in here, that was all. Paste. Now, it's going to cover Bell momentarily, but...
That's fine.
I do apologise. So...
That's all right.
So I've got that's the computer's there, and that's obviously where the camera was. No,
we're in front of your.
I was gonna say yeah.
Oh, you're in front of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, I'm back.
Wait.
No, don't. Just it's like I'll just disconnect. I'll just move it out the way for a second. Here you go. It can be over me instead. That's fine. It can be over me. So that's the computer.
Yeah.
Right? That's where you guys are. That's the tripod that I used to have my phone connected to when I did Twitch at the same time. I've attached the camera on there. So now I've got this arm here as well. So I can just swing it to move it and angle it and change directions, I know, it's so good. Now they swapped. I know. Chat's where the real bitches are. Very true, very true. Chat's where the real bitches are. We'll just oh, what did I just do? That was odd. Okay, let's turn this off now. How do I do that? How do I go back to off? There we go. So yeah, that's anyway. I was showing you my setup, but that's how I've got it all set up. And I do think now that I've got the setup right with the lights and that, it's the color is a lot better. I was so worried about my color before. I was fiddling with it for ages. But then I worked out it was the lighting's fault. It was not. it was not. Chat's where the real bitches are. Yes, all hail the chat. Have I missed anything from the chat yet? Technology for the win. I know. The chat is amazing. I know.
Sorry, and I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone.
Amy. I know, Amy. I know it's amazing. They are wonderful. My friends are wonderful, yourself included. So, yeah.
No,
Tim,
Amy.
Sorry, yep.
I was just going to say, Amy, you helped. All right? Just nod and smile, shut up. Okay, you continue.
No, I was just going to ask if it gave Tim the option to stream in his own location when he came on as well.
Pourquoi?
When you join through the link, it does give guests the option to stream to their own location. So you can stream to your own YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whatever as well.
Oh, I have no idea. I just clicked the link. It took me up here, and here I am.
Oh,
like, put it this way. I was going to say, I have a Twitch before, a long time before you guys did, being a nerd and such. So, yeah, I just, like I said, just followed the link. It took a while to get the headset to work. That's what was stopping me before.
Fair cop. No stress. You're all good.
Yeah. We're just figuring out problems in the streams, you know?
Hey?
I said we're just working out the problems during live streams, you know? It's new to me, too. Like your green screen thing before.
Yeah. That is so much of what my life is like.
I was dying when that happened. I'm sorry, but I was absolutely pissing myself.
When
like you're saying, like, yeah, go.
When I finally got it to be on her, but her face was cut off, and I nearly brought that one up, and I was like, no, they are going to crucify me. No.
For me, it was just you were talking about, like, I completely get it, you know, not having your children on social media. 100% agree.
I know.
And you go to so much effort to prevent that from happening, and the first thing that happens, and then you try to correct it, and then it happens again.
I missed that.
I was dying.
Oh, no.
I was dying.
I was trying to show the chat a picture of Suzette.
Put it this way, I know, was it Isaac? He said during the stream, he was like trying to cover the camera so that, you know, it wouldn't show the photo, but it's green screen. And like even myself, you know, being used to the camera green screen sort of thing, I was doing the same thing, going, you know, oh, she doesn't want this shown. But I'm like, hang on a minute. There's nothing I can do here.
When I went to try and put my hand over it, I was like, no, because that's going to blacken it. All you'll see is the kids. At least if I stand in the way.
It was just, it was just the perfect storm of, you know, the worst events that could happen in that moment.
And it was luckily, though, I must say, guys, this is terrible, though. This is terrible. How strict am I? Tammy, if I ended up unemployed, I'll have all the free time in the world. How strict am I on my kids, do you mean? No, but this is terrible, but I was kind of a bit relieved because the kid who was right in the middle of that, the kid whose face was right in the middle.
Not yours.
Was not mine. I was still freaking out because I'm like, no kids online, and my child was in that photo, but you couldn't really see my child. The child you could really see wasn't my kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, your eyes were drawn straight to not your child. So I mean, yeah, that's all right then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh, I
absolutely.
can't believe I missed that. Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't have them. I'm sorry. I'm just going to check YouTube. I think there might be videos that aren't coming through. There might be some, messages that aren't coming through. I got distracted looking at Heartbreak High videos that I couldn't find.
No, these messages are coming through.
I don't think
Ames is-
all of them are.
No, Ames is like how strict with social media, like private Facebook or Insta. As in
Oh, so no, on
allowing the
private.
kids.
Yeah. On private, my kids don't have any social media. They don't have any social media at all.
Yeah.
And they aren't like not even a YouTube account, nothing. And I don't have their pictures anywhere on social media. I have pictures of their I have pictures of them on my private social media. I made a mistake one day when I was out on the campaign trail. I took a photo of us at the ballet and I put it up on social media because we were all at the ballet together. And I was also trying to show like that the city of Subiaco was putting on, because people were kind of complaining about the lack of things the city was doing because of COVID, and that they were using it as an excuse not to do any community activities and things. So I kind of done it as hey, we're out looking at the ballet as a family, obviously being COVID safe, but that was the point, is that they were doing it COVID safe. And we were all masked up and everything. And I put the photo on social media. And when we were in our seats, I took a photo of us and put it on social media. And I got like 2 creepy comments. One comment that I was like, that seems odd. And another comment that was kind of like, no, that was definitely like, I know I'm autistic as fuck, but I'm definitely not imagining that. There's definitely creepy undertones there. And that was it. I was just like, never, ever will there be a photo of my child on a publicly accessible until at least I've said to them 15. I've said 15, they're allowed to have their own social media accounts. They're allowed to have their own phones to text and things, but when they go to high school, but no social media accessible phones until they're 15 at the earliest. I don't want them putting themselves on there. I don't. And I've told them as well that even when they get social media, I won't let them put themselves on there until they're adults, and then they can make that decision. But while they're children, their faces won't be appearing on social media. They're not. Adam's talking about starting them up a YouTube channel because he reckons we could make mint off their little quirky mannerisms.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all he sees is kids as dollar signs.
Yep.
They're a commodity. They're not his children.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, they can have $2,000 if they don't do social media until 18. I want them. I do like that a little bit, but I do want them to start using social media while I can still control it. So while they're younger, 15, while I can still have access to it, while I can still monitor it. Because once they're 18, it's a free-for-all. Like the gloves are off. They can just, you know what I mean? I would like them to have access to it while I'm there guiding them. You know what I mean? Like walking them through it. But in saying that, they do IT and they do internet literacy classes as part of their Digitech at school. Like they've brought home workbooks that they've done in class that teach them about online safety and what to do about online bullying and harassment and things like that, and doxing, and they know far more about it than I think even the police do. Our kids, because at least the schools are taking it seriously. Like at least the digital technology teachers are taking it seriously.
Yeah. That things were slightly different when my kid was that age and when she was younger. Like but then it wasn't until I made my Facebook private when I was working in a customer service role, and we'd have these
Just gonna turn this.
morons that would put through complaints all the time, and so we would look at their profiles online, and then I realized one day I'm sending out letters because it was consumer products. So, they say something was faulty, we'd send them out vouchers or replacement product. And I'm like, I'm sending these things out with my full name on these letters. People can look me up online because I'm looking these
Mhm.
people up online. So I went,
Ah,
I changed my profile name so it doesn't have my surname in it, and I went private. But Amelia was like about, she was in late primary school then. So there were photos of her for all the world to see. But we didn't have that awareness. I joined Facebook in 2007 or some shit like that. No,
Yeah.
earlier. I was on maternity leave, so it was 2005. But now, and when it came to social media, when she started, I had to be friends with her so I could see her content and stuff. And
but
now she's
but
blocked
it
me on
almost
everything.
but it almost happens so insidiously as well, though, because you think about how it started with Facebook, where you're connecting with your friends. Of course, you're happy to share family photos and things with those people. And then it goes to
Mm,
Instagram, where again, it's your friends, but it's also an extension. You can also search for other things that you're interested in. And then Facebook does the same thing. You start creating groups, you start branching out to more people, and then advertisers get involved. And suddenly, it starts becoming, and before you know it, what started out as a profile for you to share photos of your kids with your family members turned into a worldwide networking platform that photos of your kids just happen to also be on, you know?
mm,
Like
Yeah.
mm, mm,
and I think that's the thing that people weren't awake to when that change really happened. And I never got an Instagram. Like I wasn't very I didn't grow up with a cell phone in my hand, so I didn't take selfies, and so I didn't have the skills necessary for Instagram. And so I never
mm,
really had an Instagram account, and so luckily, I didn't have my kids on there that way. Um, when I did have an Instagram account, I had it privated because I was in the cult. And so, you're not really supposed to have one. But if you keep it private and it's only so you can share photos with family, that it's kind of okay to have social media. Like it's kind of allowed. All the young
mm.
girls just did it anyway. They didn't care, but they didn't have any friends. They weren't trying to share photos with people that they knew. But that was the way that we all the young girls all had social media. Like they didn't care. But anyway, um, sorry, I'm rambling now. I'm completely rambling about this now. So continue. Go.
That's how we ramble, though. That's
It
how we
is. It's how
talk.
we
We
roll.
ramble. We ramble.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amelia's blocked me on Instagram. We're still
Oh,
friends on Facebook, but that's okay. I don't need to keep an eye on her. Like she's pretty savvy as it
yeah.
is. And her friends are very protective of her and stuff.
Yes. Amy, I've reported family members for posting pictures of my kids without asking. And that's the thing,
Mm,
once they get to a certain age, and that's kind of what I feel like, once they get to a certain age, you can't have any say anymore. Like once they get to the age of 18, they get their own phone contact, they're responsible for it. Like you can try and guide them, but you kind of stuck if they just go, oh fuck you, I'm doing my own thing. It's like, all right, whatever. But I kind of feel like if you give them, I don't know, like if you get them on there and get them used to it and get them, I don't know, like as long as you're there while they're getting used to it and they're learning how to use it, I feel like that's the best thing you can do as a parent, I mean, nowadays, though, our kids, let's be honest, our kids are probably going to be living with us forever. So you can probably tell them that they're not allowed to use social media while they live under your roof and they won't be allowed to have a TikTok account until they're 35, which is when we all got TikTok accounts. And let's be honest, it was still a struggle for us to deal with our fully developed 35-year-old brains. I don't know what I'm doing though. My parents didn't guide me. Yeah, same. No. I mean, I say this all the time. My mum guided me as best she could, given what limited training she had in the art of parenting. And he's back. The Honourable Twat is back.
Yeah, sorry. I'm cooking dinner.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. Time differences, time delays.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's 6:30 here, isn't it? It's what, 4:30 for you, isn't it?
It is. It's 4:30, and I'm actually just
Yeah.
going to see.
I missed that really good discussion because I was being a parent.
You were busy parenting. That's okay. I'll what I might do is because my internet died as well. I had to go on the mobile Wi-Fi and it was on 3G, so it kept cutting out. It was so fun. So fun. But TikTok will have saved a copy of it that I can download. So at least I'll be able to see what happened when the internet kept crapping out on me. I'll be able to-
The
Oh,
I think
it
I
was
missed
just
a
buy
lot.
myself flowers. It was so good.
put it this way. Every time it died, it was when you were trying to show us a photo. So it was just like a suspense technique. That's all you'll see.
I just
A
rage myself.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, like that's just what it was. Even like you'll see the videos, and Isaac will be basically confirming that while it's frozen.
Oh, fucking! He is a comedian, that boy. I'm glad he's found his feet and doing comedy and whatever. Oh,
He's a funny one.
He was
Rural
very
style.
entertaining.
And he doesn't do lives, but he did a live for Tamara.
yes, he's a
What a
good
legend.
old sweetie. He is.
He's
He's a
he
good
as
one.
he said, Tamara's his online crush. He actually said it himself. I'm not taking the piss. He actually said that he's
Like work
and
life,
he's
but we don't actually work together. We just operate on the same social media platform.
he's been trying for a while. He's been trying for a while, hasn't he? Bless him. But no, it was so
Yeah.
nice that he did do that, and he really, I think he made it like. Whilst I'm not saying that we would have been adequate, like we would have been just as adequate, but he had cheered you up with a different spin.
Well, I think it's also just having a new audience to be able to tell the story to while I'm not like crying about the story, because you've heard the story, but you heard it while it was going on, and I wasn't laughing about it while it was going on. There was no laughing.
No,
So,
it's
like-
talking you off the edge.
Yeah, you're like, hey, look, just don't drive in the rain. Hey, just
Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling about you in the rain and cars right now. Just joking, not joking.
Yeah,
it's not a fun time. Yeah, so no one was
Do I
laughing.
need to fly over? Okay, cool. Let me borrow some money and I will be there. Yeah.
So most of the people in this community have heard the story as it happened, like as the. So it was good to have a new audience who hadn't heard the story, who could see the funny side of it. I kind of feel like we all kind of healed together a little bit because we all went through that trauma together. That's what I felt like when that guy said it as well. I was like, dude, this happened on fucking live. These guys deserve this healing as much as I do. They had to be there while the whole thing went fucking down.
But that guy was a bit of a dick anyway, and I was close to blocking him because he was like, oh, you shouldn't be sharing this online. And then he's like, but I can't stop watching. But he also said earlier, which you missed, was why don't you just sell the house and split the money, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, that's not an option right now. And he goes, oh, mental health is a priority. I said, that will add to, you don't understand the story, that will add to the mental health because housing stability is a massive,
massive issue.
But no,
And because I'm not living in a city, like while cities have gone up massively in price, yes, my property has gone up a lot in price. But let's just say it hasn't gone up enough in price that I could afford to split the proceeds 50-50 and then
Yeah.
go and buy another house. Like,
But you've still got a mortgage on it. You've still got a mortgage on
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I've got a mortgage on it. And so whatever we got from it, by the time we split the proceeds, I'd be lucky to get my deposit back
Uh,
by the time I split the proceeds. And the deposit was mostly fucking mine. It was mostly my fucking
yeah. Well, that's another thing with your shit cunt ex, because that was
no.
all your money. When he's talking about all this stuff, you paid for the house. Like, it's you who did that. Anyway, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
You are such
You
a
know,
good
but-
barometer. You're such a good barometer. You're like, yep. We need to step
But
back from that conversation. I think it just
but yeah.
because you get it. You feel the frustration the same way. Like you feel the frustration. Like it's just it's a very fresh anyway.
Tim's gone. Oh no, you're back. You're back.
No, I'm
Yeah,
back.
now-
Okay. Yeah.
You should. Everyone should follow the honourable twat on. And you know what? See, I went to tag. I actually did tag him in a
Yeah, it doesn't
video
work.
because he's got twat in his handle. I got
It
a
doesn't
community.
let you.
I got a violation. But
So,
then it's happened. That's the second time it's happened to me. I tagged another guy, Deacon, and I got a violation. I'm literally tagging people. I'm using a feature that you have enabled, but yet it's a violation. All right, calm down. Calm your tits, TikTok.
Yep.
yeah,
What is it
that's
doing?
TikTok. So, okay, my tag was what? It was twat, and then I changed it to cancel XMP salaries, and now I'm still getting. You're the second person in the last couple of days that has told me it gives a violation. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
so
not even offensive. Like my tag is cancel
Cancel
XMP.
MP salaries.
Yeah.
How is that even controversial in this day and age? How is
I don't
that
know.
even controversial in this day and age? Honestly. Like,
To
you
be
want
fair,
to talk about...
they're buzzwords, right?
Oh, they're far... Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. That's what I feel like every time I log on, how it feels every time I log on to TikTok. I'm just going to have Taylor Swift's song playing. I hate it here.
So, Tim, just so you know that Alenko, I can't even pronounce Kim calls for the French solution quite often. Kim's answer to everything is the French solution. So we do have a command.
You,
Wait, who?
We've got a so Alenko Wankelra.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Is this in the chat? Is it? Hang on. I'll put my glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
have Twitch open. Yeah. And so
Kim mentioned the French solution again. We're now up to 11 times. 11 times. Kim, calm down. We've only been live 2.5 hours.
Alenkino. Okay. Anyway, we've got a French solution counter, and I spelt French wrong, so it didn't work. But
my solution is communism's. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got a whole heap of commands set up for
potato.
Void.
Potato. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of fun. You
know when you worry that the guy's not going to call the next day? He already texted me.
Ignore him. Do you know, hey Tamara, You know how
Yeah.
you disassociated before after the last
You're
message?
thinking about the wrong. You're thinking the wrong guy, Belle. You're on the wrong wavelength. You're not on the right
Oh,
wavelength.
oh. See, I don't think that way anymore.
Hey? No, I don't think so either. I'm simply laughing at the fact that, it's so obvious. That's all.
Yeah, it's very obvious. But
It's very
anyway,
obvious.
when you disassociated and then you went, oh, sorry, because, dickhead messaged you, I've
Yeah.
actually got, I don't know if you can see it. There's a scar on my hand there because I had an ex message me, not my baby daddy, but an ex message me. And then I fully disassociated after it because we were broken up and he was being a cock fucking dumb, sorry, bad word, shit.
Yeah.
And I was helping my daughter make
I love that collection of words. Sorry.
that was almost Tourette's like a diorama, and we were cutting things up, and I was cutting something, and then I just fully disassociated, and I slipped, and I cut my hand open, and I got straight through emergency at the Alfred Hospital in Melbourne because, and it's hard to get straight in at the Alfred because there's a lot of shit that goes down there. But yeah, so I can relate. I can relate that doing the dumb shit after, that was 10 stitches. And then a doctor asking me if I needed to seek, they sent counselors in and wanted to refer me to get some professional help. I'm like, dude, someone was looking after me because look where the scar ends.
I was going to say, look how close that was and look how it just,
Yeah. This is not where you do it.
Yeah. So the other day, Adam asked me if he had a nickname that only I used for him, what would it be? And I honestly couldn't think of anything other than asshat. Like, I don't think I've ever had another nickname for him that no one else would know and no one else would use, I mean. And I didn't want to tell him that because I felt bad. It was the only one I could think of. So I said, yeah, I don't think I have one that only I use. I think I just call you ads like everybody else.
Don't feel bad. Just say it straight to his face. All that.
You've got it. You've got to stop feeling bad. You've got to
that's exactly it.
This is
No, you've got to.
your conditioning.
You've got to keep the relationship civil to some degree for your children, but apart from that, just have fun with it. If he's an arse hat, he's an arse hat.
Yeah.
Oh, and look,
don't call him an arse hat in front of your kids. That's my own.
Yeah, yes, I agree with that.
I've made that mistake a few times while very upset, I must say. Like there were times when I was like sitting in the window, like just again, disassociating, no idea even where I was, and just sobbing, squaring, tearing at shit. Like, yeah, I had some not great moments. But I will say, this is why I couldn't get over when Isaac was telling us that story as well. I could not get the fuck over it because it took me like, I don't know, a year basically to get over a 13-year marriage. It took me 5-10 minutes to get over the cheating part of it. Like I spent the rest of the time trying to get over the marriage. I was like, this is over now. I need to move on. That behavior was clearly the behavior of someone who was not moving on and who was just lashing out and not trying to deal with shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that just, holy shit. And I feel bad because obviously this guy has had his wife cheat on him. Like I've been there. That's awful. But like, mate, I made a TikTok where I did not even mention her, where I literally said in the TikTok, do you remember it, Belle? I should bring it up and show it. I literally said in the TikTok, hey?
I think I remember a few of them from that time. You were on another planet that one.
I was on another planet. But in the TikTok, I said, you want to message me and be all like, woe is me because you're 20 and like you're feeling all sorry for yourself because you think this is the worst thing that you've ever done. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to you. But one day You'll be in your mid-30s sitting on your couch trying to explain to your 2 children why daddy doesn't live here anymore because he was sleeping with a girl half his age in the back room of his clothing store. And you'll realise that you are not the main character and I don't need to hear about how hard this is for you. Go and share that shit with your friends and your therapist because I'm dealing with a lot more than you, sister. Like, get the fuck out. That was my clap back at her. And she sent the fucking ghouls after me. I had people harassing me. I had to take the video down to get people to stop harassing me. And at the time, I just couldn't fucking deal with it. It's still up on YouTube, but I took it off TikTok.
But if the shoe fits, honey, you know, if you feel attacked by seeing that message, that's on her. That's on her.
Absolutely.
It's the same as, like, I've actually had to, I've removed
That's what I mean.
the follower.
12 months, I'm over the whole thing. I'm great. It's great. I'm graduating from therapy, guys. In 3 weeks, I'm having my graduation from ceremony. Like, it's all, that's what I mean. Like, I'm over it. 12 months, and I'm officially, my therapist hasn't even told me I'm fine.
I still feel like it might be a little, you know, the guy with the coffee cup and everything burning, going, everything's fine.
It's more,
but
it's more that I now have the tools to cope with it. I'm dealing. I am coping
well,
and dealing.
You are.
Yeah.
It's,
profiteroles. Profiteroles. That's what I was trying to remember the other day. I kept saying, you know, the Crockenbush. I made spaghetti bolognese. I made chocolate chip cookies. Yes.
Crockenbush. Oh,
no,
triggered.
Kim, you're in my fucking brain. Kim, you're in my fucking brain. Sorry, you guys go. Sorry, I didn't want to make any. I made chocolate chip cookies, and the kid who was here, I shouldn't say the kid, the young lady who was here visiting me, she's a young woman, was going on about how great the cookies were. And I said, I didn't make a bloody, you know, what are they called? Those things that are in a Crockenbush? And because all I could remember was Crockenbush, and that's not a word a lot of people are familiar with, this poor young lady was like, I think you're having a stroke.
Crockenbush? What?
Crockenbush. Crockenbush.
Crockenbush. Crockenbush. I've just gone straight to the gutter.
Power of profiteroles, Kim.
Crockenbush. He.
Sounds rude.
Totally...
Cock and bush.
I am being rude.
Cock and bush. We're hiding. We're hiding our euphemisms. We're being filthy.
I was gonna say. I'm assuming it's French, right? Crockenbush.
Crockenbush.
Something like that.
Crockenbush.
I had actually my what was it? The wedding cake at my wedding was a crockenbush. It was great.
Fantastic!
So good.
Oh,
yeah.
I bought mine from Countdown in
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Yeah.
Countdown. Woolies.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They call it Countdown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good because I went with the expensive option of the wedding and that backfired. So good for you.
Well, that's the thing about getting divorced, right? That's the thing about this. I'm sitting here. My sister is also a divorcee. She just recently finished paying off her wedding. My wedding cost me $200. Like I'm saving up for my divorce because I don't want to have to go into debt for my divorce. So I'm saving up for my divorce. Yeah. But my wedding cost me $200, including the registrar fees. Like, it's fine.
That's amazing. Yeah, we splashed a bit of cash. I'm not gonna lie. We spent $40,000 because I only thought I was gonna do it once. So but put it this way: the feedback from the people that attended the wedding was it was great. It was like an awesome party. It was just the atmosphere was good. So in terms of what it cost a lot, I don't really give a shit because the memories were good for everyone that attended. So
that's good.
the funny thing for me, because I did get a lot of comments afterwards, especially with people comparing it, like Adam's sisters, because I was the first of his siblings to
Ass
get married.
hats.
Yeah,
Oh,
our cat.
yes. So when Ass Hat's siblings got married, the first of his other siblings got married. Both of his sisters made a point of coming up to me at some point during the wedding saying, "Oh, this is by far the best wedding I've ever been to."
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's all that
But
matters. That's all that matters is the
I think
memories that are created.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is for me is, again, because I didn't have anyone there. I didn't have any of my family or friends or anyone there. It didn't, like, it was all of his people, and none of them gave a shit about me. So
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about the big day. And who's the one who organizes the big party? The bride. Like, who was the one who was going to be paying for the whole thing? Me. I didn't have any money paying the whole thing. The bride's parents usually the one who paid the whole thing. My parents weren't even talking to me at the time I got married. They didn't attend the wedding. They weren't interested in paying for it. Like I was the one paying for the whole thing, and the party was never going to be about me. I didn't even have any people there. And I honestly remember, even as a younger girl, because I grew up in the coal, and I was 24 when I met Adam. And at that age in the cult, I was pretty much considered over the hill. I was left on the shelf.
And that's why you chose that ass hat. I was trying to say that in the comments when everyone was looking at his picture. You were in a cult.
Ah.
Yeah, I was in a cult.
He was better than the dirty old men that were chasing you down.
Yeah, exactly. I had guys who were like over a decade older than me chasing me down. Like I had people who were older, closer in age to my parents' age. Like my dad's friends would regularly try and set me up with their friends. My dad's best friend's brother was like after me at one point. He ended up marrying a friend of mine my age, and he got his driver's license the day she was born, and she was like around the same age as me. And it's one of the things they found funny when they were dating was that he got his driver's license the same day that she was born. And yeah, I was considered left on the shelf. I was 100% considered left on the shelf. And I was also, though, I was considered difficult because I'd already had a couple of failed relationships. And that's a big no-no. You don't date around. You make sure that you're going to be with someone before you like announce that you're dating. And I had sort of 2 or 3 different relationships that were kind of like noted by the elders. So it was kind of like, you're 24 and you've had 3 different relationships now. Like, really?
Such a different world.
Yeah. And it is difficult to try and explain that to people too. Like, it is hard.
100% it would be. Like, who can relate to that?
Calm down, you whore.
Erin, calm down, you whore. Jezebel.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Your dad told you your wedding was you showing off. Jesus. Yeah. God.
I'm saying, find yourself an old man with one foot in the grave and the other on an old rich man. She actually said she was drunk, mind you, but Belinda, you've got to find yourself an old rich man with one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel.
Well, and this is how this relates.
Not bad advice.
I was saying, this is how this relates to my discussion about the wedding, though, was because when I remember my mum had said to me the entire time when I was younger, because of this whole rhetoric, my mum kept saying to me, don't worry, all the good ones got swept up early. You'll get them on the second go round after their divorces are cleared. And so
I'm sorry. I've heard the exact same thing, is that husbands make husbands are the second husbands. So
yeah, absolutely, because someone else has already put the work in and done the training. So she said to me, and because of that, when we got married, for some reason I had it in my head, look, chances are I'm going to have to do this again at some point. Have a dry run. We call it a dry run. We see if I'm cool with this kind of thing, if I would be happy to have like a really low-key wedding, or if I low down secretly do want the big schmozzle. And what I've worked out is now that I've got a home, I would have the big schmozzle in my own home, because having it at a cafe where I wasn't in control and I couldn't do the things I wanted to do wasn't any good. But I didn't have anywhere else I could have it, because the only place to have it was at his parents' farm, and it was becoming very expensive to have it there because of it was their property. We had to work within their restrictions and their limitations of what they were willing to let us do. You know?
I was about to say, how much control did you have over your wedding at their property?
I didn't end up getting married at their property. We ended up getting married at a cafe in town because it was going to be cheaper. But even then, none. I drove around the car.
That's my point.
Yeah. The day of, she was running around doing errands. The only reason I agreed to even have a wedding was because she wanted one. I wanted to just get dressed up and do photos on the courthouse like 1950s style, the way they used to. Like, I wanted to do like a traditional, and I wanted to say to everyone, like, I had the most traditional wedding, and do like the 1950s courthouse step photo and post that online and be like, I'm married. That was what I wanted to do. And then say to everyone, come down, we're having a big barbecue at my place if you want to come. Like, fucking go past Maya, bring me a gift. You know, don't be a cheap bitch. That was literally going to be how I was going to do it.
Yeah.
But Adam's mum, he was the first of her kids to get married. I was the third of my parents' kids to get married. So I knew they wouldn't give a shit. But yeah, for her, it was a big deal. So instead I went, yeah, okay, let her do the wedding thing. We'll book a venue, but my one rule was, no, we're not having two venues. We're going to get married and have dinner at the same venue. Like, I'm not moving venues. You're not getting me in a limo. We're not, no, like, fuck that off. So we got a cafe and we had it at the cafe. But all day, the day of, I was driving around in the back of the car trying to finish sewing my wedding dress because I made it myself. That was my biggest expense, was the fabric for the dress. And I'm sitting in the car trying to stitch it while she's driving me to different florists and things, because she's trying to make me, I don't know whether she was trying to bond with me or what, but I was trying to sew my wedding dress. I don't think if she realized that right then and there was maybe not the time to try bonding with me about an event I did not give a shit about, but I did want to make sure that my boobs stayed inside the dress. So I was really concerned that stay stitched together. And I was in the car all day specifically trying to keep the boobs stitched together. Like, that was like, that was the only thing I gave a shit about. It was literally the only thing I cared about. The only thing. I'd grown a lot bigger in the time from when I'd made the dress to when we were actually getting married. So, you know. I'm anti-marriage these days. Yeah, same. I'm anti any kind of permanent relationship, to be honest. Like, I would much rather do the polygamous catch you around, like catch you when you're in town. Cool. Okay, you don't live here. This is my house. I don't share. If you want somewhere to crash, I've got a spare room you can crash in when you're visiting. But that's it. Like, that's it.
Fair. That's fair.
I am very polyam. Yep, all four. Very solo polyam RN. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You've got things happening, and I know places where there are things happening, faraway places.
Oh. It seems like, tell us of these faraway places.
I was actually just thinking that I should probably go and check my dinner. That's why I went, I was like, hang on, it's been like half an hour. I should probably go and check that. I'll be right back.
No, solo polyam is when you have your own place and don't nest up with your partners particularly. Oh, yes. Solo polyam. I like that. I'm solo polyam, guys. I found it because this is the thing. I have decided, and especially when we were streaming with Isaac before, and I felt a little bit skeezy, I'm not going to lie. But when how is he living with two bloody supermodels? And he's the one who's got a social media platform. Like, one of them's a nurse, the other one's were they both nurses?
Yeah. Amy and I both agree. Isaac has a type, and you fit that type.
They were stunning. Stunning. I did feel bad they embarrassed him a little bit, but what can I say? It's the first one that popped in my head, and I'm autistic, so
It's all right, but even then, you're saying I'm more interested in your housemates than you, and I don't think he was picking up on it.
Well, he sent me a message directly after letting me know how much he made from the live stream, and then I let him know how much I made.
He's a ladies' man, ain't he?
He is. He's a flirt.
He's a big flirt. I reckon I think he's a nice person, but what he gives across is the whole flirty thing.
But see, this is me though, because I can't, like, I am that bitch, right? I am that bitch. You saw me. You guys mentioned it in the chat. You guys mentioned about Google in the chat, and what did I do? Like, I am that bitch. People think when I say that I will do things, people don't think I will. We were talking at the PNC meeting about the fact that someone needs to get a bulldozer and just accidentally drive across the basketball court so that we can get an emergency fund from the government to get a new one. And I said, who can I get a bulldozer from? And people were laughing. And I was like, I thought you were asking for volunteers. I'm sorry. Like, I'll fucking do it. Like, what do you want from me? I actually think I might just go and do it anyway. Like, I will get in trouble because they weren't serious. They'll get mad at me. But I might just go do it anyway. Anyway, so you guys mentioned about Googling, and I said it straight away because I straight up told him. I said, oh, yeah, after I mentioned to you the last time we talked, I mentioned to you about you, what have you been up to? And then I felt like a numpty for not knowing because I figured you've been doing stuff. So I looked you up. And I had a look at what you've been up to. And, like, I saw you've been, I mentioned it to my dad that you've been doing that show. And he was like, oh, yeah, I've seen that. Like, that's how I knew it was a big deal for television watchers. And so I straight out asked him, oh, have you looked for me? And he's like, oh, there was that time I looked for you on Instagram. And I was like, took you way too long to reply. Way too long. But also, I don't mind calling people on things straight away. So immediately I messaged him, and do you know what? I responded to his message, and he goes, "It was really good to chat with you." And I responded and said, "Yeah, like he said he made $2 from the live stream today." I said, "Yeah, I made 6 cents."
He's got all these girls over there.
Girls. But then my direct next message to him was, not gonna lie, surprised you showed up again after you ghosted me. And then he hasn't responded.
He keeps doing that though, doesn't he?
He does.
Wait, didn't he say he had things to do though?
No, like no.
Yeah, I'm a guy, so just
no, like he probably does have things to do. The point is that I just called him on it straight away. Like he's twice now he's reached out to me and been like, I want to throw my hat in the ring and see where this goes. Messaged me for like 24 hours and then just ghosted me for like 6 months to a year. And the fact that he messaged me today and my first message to him was like calling him on ghosting me. They're like,
fair enough. Wait, so was the end of the live stream on TikTok was Newcastle talk? What was the go there? Because I kind of tuned out and then came back in.
Oh, he lives in Newey, and because it was the live? It was the dual live, not where you share all the comments.
Oh, the battle thing.
Yeah, and someone jumped on his live and said about doing karaoke in Newey.
Oh yeah.
And then it came up, and then Tamara's like, what? I want to come there
I said, am I
too.
invited? I want to come to karaoke because,
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
I am
so-
that bitch. I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Wait, how far are you willing to call this bluff?
I'm willing to go to Newcastle for a girls' trip. I have not been on a holiday, guys. I have not been on a real, honest to goodness holiday since
I'm trying to think
for
of the
7
last
years,
holiday.
6 years,
I was about to say it's at least 8 because she had to think about it.
6
I
years.
have. I think I beat you. I think I beat you. I think my last holiday was in Thailand, and that was about 10 years ago.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have you done any
Yeah.
holidaying at all though in between?
I've done travel, but only to like freaking Bairnsdale. That's about it.
No, like I mean, even going away for a girls' weekend to Margaret River or something, or
Well, Margaret River is a holiday for me. Oh, no. Oh, well, I have travelled. Sorry. I went to Canberra and WA and Perth a
Oh,
couple of
but that
years
was for
ago,
work.
but that
That
was
was
a
for
work
work.
thing.
No, I
But
meant
that
more
was
like, if you went to the wine region for a weekend with the girls, that would count as like a holiday. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, an
us
hour and
going
away.
to Newcastle, us going to Newcastle and having a girls' weekend and doing karaoke.
It's been
That's a
even
holiday.
longer. Yeah,
Let's do
it.
Yeah. And
Oh,
did you say you're up that way
I
too?
know.
Tim?
Oh, I know.
Me, I'm in Western Sydney. I'm an hour and a half from Newcastle. So in
yeah.
terms of accommodation wise, you're more than welcome, but we still got to get an hour and a half to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Well,
The train's pretty efficient from where I live.
Yes, you did. That is true. Last year in October you had, but in September I was institutionalized. And so in October I wasn't really ready for a holiday. So it's not that I haven't necessarily had the opportunity for a holiday. I'm not denying that. You absolutely did. But yeah. Yeah, and I know you know that. I know you understand that. Yeah. But yes, we are doing it. Yes, let's do it. T, you want to go to Glasgow with me? Oh fuck, I would love to go to Glasgow. Are you kidding? I would die to go to Glasgow. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. I'll go to Glasgow with you. I feel like
No,
that's the
you don't
exact right time for a
understand?
holiday. I don't understand at all. I'm very hurt. Yeah, no. Yeah, don't understand why just after you got out of the clinic wasn't the time to come and have a Fem's weekend. Fem's weekend sounds even better than girls' weekend. Why aren't we using that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to jump down for a little bit because I've got to eat food.
I'm actually going to jump off now because it's time for me to jump off and go and get my kids. It's been 3 hours and we can see Tim's trying to eat as well. So
I am. I'm halfway through, so it's all good.
Yeah, and I'm a bit. I must say, I'm a little bit socialized out after today. It's been a big one for me. Again,
You've done good.
That's all right.
You've done good.
Oh, I just got
look,
here.
you're in a good mood now.
I'm but I am in need of switching off sort of time. I will say, guys, next Wednesday, instead of doing the daytime stream, we are doing our nighttime stream, remember, because of book club. So I won't be on during the day. I won't be coming on until the evening time. Has everyone finished doing the reading? If you haven't, it's okay. Just listen to the YouTube LibBox reading of it. Listen to the audiobook reading of it on double time.
So I have to interrupt with something that's book club, cool. We'll do that. Amy 8.
Yay! Woohoo!
Yay!
Yeah, Hera was your first Rebel Island. You needed that too. We are doing it. We are definitely doing it for sure, Ames. I hope. Has there
and-
anyone I've missed any comments or anything I have to address before we go? And anyone who hasn't seen the sign off yet, hang around for the sign off at the end. Just saying.
I'm gonna see this.
Mine. What haven't I addressed of yours? Ames and Idol of Food has I kick me. I kick me like the football. Yeah, bulldozer. Yes, bulldozer. Well, I have something you can bulldoze, Kim. The
basketball court.
The basketball court at my kids' primary school. I'll dox myself so that you can come and for setting up affiliate. You owe me a FaceTime. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can we do that? I'm going to have to go and have a conversation with Adam now, with Arshat, because it's going to get.
Arshat, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Arshat. I don't know the
it
name
does.
Adam. What's this Adam?
We're enforcing this. We're reinforcing this.
And that's the thing. I've also been aware for the last sort of 45 minutes I was going to have to go and do that too. So I'm there for any distraction. Woohoo! But we've got to meet up on that beach we keep talking about. We need to start a thread. We need to start a thread by the name of that beach that we only invite people to who want to join the Signal chat to talk about coming to that beach where we talk about things we shouldn't talk about.
Oh yeah. Is that Pino Clean?
Yes, Pino Clean. Yes.
Pino Clean. Yeah.
That's too vague. Oh, I'll have to talk to you separately about it because I don't want to be any more direct because I am talking about illegal activities. I'm talking about activities that would be considered less than that would be counter. That would be considered counter to the legal system's wishes. Yes.
Get you on some list.
Okay, I'll say there's a beach near me that we often refer to. We talk about going to the beach when we want to talk about planning activities that might be iffy because you don't get any signal or anything around there. So the joke is whenever we want to go to the beach, we talk about that.
These won't listen.
The phones can't listen if we're at the beach. So if any reference to going to the beach, we're talking about those people who want to talk about serious other curricular activities. And we only refer to it in this space as going to the beach because not everyone wants to talk about that shit or be a part of it. And also we're not idiots. We don't want to get arrested. Yes. Yeah.
I work for the public service. So yeah, beaches are good. Beaches are good.
Yes, beaches are good. And we go fishing on the beach. And the big thing is it's really what it really is all about. And this is the thing. We get the government chasing us down, even though all we're really worried about, all we're trying to do is live off the land and live outside of society. And we're doing our little acts of rebellion, like learning how to fish so that we don't have to go shopping for fish and depend on big fish farm fishing. And we're getting chickens so that the egg industry fails and we don't have to go to the shops. And they're focusing on us and all we're doing is our little acts of rebellion. And the guys who are out there dealing with Pino Clean aren't the ones who are being looked at because we're out here with our little extra rebellion down at the beach where they think we're doing serious stuff, but we're not. Do you think that was enough?
I think you're good.
Painted a good picture.
That was enough of a segue, enough of a cover.
I think so.
One of the reasons I'm gonna be quite direct now. One of the reasons I am saying I have to get off now and be done with social people is because I have to go face the music. I have an unpleasant situation waiting for me. So no, there's no more energy today. I have to go deal with an unpleasant situation.
Because you were masculine him.
Yeah, because I was a massive asshole to him because I didn't immediately stop what I was doing to account for him walking into my house at a time or thing that I couldn't have. Anyway, whatever.
Well, look, at least you're in a good headspace now to go and deal with that inevitable situation.
Yeah.
Like, that's the takeaway from your stream here is that, I saw it at the beginning and you were obviously emotional because of what the day's significance means to you. I completely get that. I think everyone here can understand that. And by the end of it, you're happy, you're laughing, and you know that you have to deal with this, but I think you're ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have the power of the void. You have the power of the void.
I do. I do. And
That's
look
it.
at
We're
this
all rooting for you.
in HD because of you motherfuckers. What is this? Look at this definition. This is why I can't have it too close to me. Look what happens if I put it too close to me. Look at that. You can see
Oh, the
every.
Twitch
She's out of focus.
stream needs
She's out of focus.
the Twitch
It's
stream needs a bit contrast tweaking.
it does, but it's focusing on every single wrinkle. Look at that. Look at you can see every single. I'm in
Yeah, I
high
was about to say,
definition.
I can.
I'm in high
Yeah.
definition.
That's
Too
a shit hot
powerful.
camera.
It is a shit hot camera. It's a shit hot camera. And I don't, and the thing is, this is probably the first anniversary present I've ever had in my life. So I do find it more than a little
Yeah.
ironic. And the timing.
We
absolutely-
planned for it to be that way, didn't we?
You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Those clean nails. Are they? I honestly have been scrubbing at them so much because I've been out in the garden every day. So they've been really filthy. So I've been like trying to scrub at them. Tamara is smashing this BS out of the park. You're amazing. Thank you. You guys are sweet. You guys are sweet.
Oh, Emery, I know that too.
Yes. And love you. All right. Who wants to see the outro now? We're going to play the outro. We're going to all go our separate ways.
You got to play the
Yay.
outro. Yeah.
I'm going to play the outro. You ready for the outro?
Yeah.
You ready
All right.
for the live stream outro? All right. Here we go. Here we go.